So there's nothing
No
to wonder about.
confusion. And look, if I could,
And I got
we're
my
actually
co-host with me,
we're now
Young
live.
Pepper.
We are now live.
Oh,
Oh
caught me
shit!
red-handed.
Brought my
You see my
co-host on the
chin?
screen.
Hold on. Let me do everybody a service. Let me do everybody a service. This is Nothing Left to Do But Win podcast, episode 45. And we are live. There we go. There we go. We are live. How
What's
y'all
good,
doing?
y'all?
Maintain and bless. Not even
Good.
a warning out this joint. He was like,
Ah, yeah,
That's
we
my
just
dog
fired it
here.
up.
That's my
So,
My
dog.
man
Show.
just said,
That's
Dig.
my
Your
dog.
dog
so
look like
look,
a teddy
this-
bear.
That's
this-
my dog show. Show.
Your dog look like a stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, it do.
Yeah, I was
It's
giving you
cool,
time to
bro.
shine, brother. But all right, check this out. This is how I want to start this show. So I actually spoke to my mentor today, Rashida. Yeah.
"Ooh,
And I asked him a very special question. I said, in a relationship, would you tell your wife exactly how much money you make? And the way he broke that thing down, it was absolutely. And he broke that thing down like no other. But I'm not going to butcher what he said. Hopefully, I could get him on the show. But he agreed with you and Shaka. I was hoping Shaka was here so I could just let y'all know. My mentor agrees with you. So even if I don't have the understanding, I wanted to just give you that. You know what I'm
he's
saying?
a smart man."
Yeah, he broke that thing down, and the general consensus was I'm either all in or I'm not. That was the foundation of everything. So let me bring y'all back up.
Yo,
And now
yo,
we're
yo.
I
saying
love
listen,
that.
shouts out Rashida. Listen, we taking this there. That's all. That's all.
yeah.
Uh,
All
Shouts
right,
out to the people that like each other.
shout out to-
good,
Oh,
everybody.
I'm on a bean today. Listen,
Oh, I might be too. Shit.
all right, so
We'll see.
so something else I spoke about today was early red flags, right? Early red flags. Now I'm gonna keep everybody up. We got a nice size panel. Does anyone want to throw out any early red flags?
I got a laundry list of them motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
golly.
Y'all can go first. I'm gonna go
Uh,
last.
hmm.
In a
Okay, I
relationship.
have one.
Right. All right.
The biggest one for me is not being able to communicate honestly.
Yeah.
That is because I communicate a lot. And if we can't be honest with each other and work through whatever the issue is, we ain't gonna work. Because I want to know what's going on, why that's a problem, so it could cease to be a problem. And if you just want to keep that all to yourself but have an attitude or just be dealing with it in a way that it affects me negatively, we ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna
Mm.
work.
All right, I got one. The way she treats and takes care of her children.
Ooh.
Because if you ain't taking care of the ones that's supposed to be the most important thing in the world to you, I know damn for sure you ain't taking care of my ass.
Yeah, it's definitely how you handle adversity. That's a tell all be all. That'll let me know all 7 things I need to know about you. If you can
said
answer
all
questions,
7?
all 7. I believe everybody gets 7 conditional benefits of doubt.
Mm.
How you handle that adversity, I'm gonna be like, I know my who, what, when, where, why, how, if so, then. I know all that.
Mm.
I'll just be like, all right,
But can I say something to that?
sure.
No, not to you specifically, but
Oh.
I've met people who treat their significant other better than their children. I've met people who have
Yeah, and I hate those niggas.
given away
Uh-oh.
their children to be with their significant other.
Yeah, it's called scum.
Me too.
I ain't saying you wrong, but I'm just saying that those human beings treated their significant others better than their children, and that significant other meant more to them than their children, men
Well,
and
Because
women.
it's a reminder
I
of their
mean,
ex.
yeah, I mean, they likely have us a lack of self-respect and self-decency and self-esteem. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you can love a person more than you can love yourself, and also your own seed at that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't love themselves.
Hey,
So how they
that's-
gonna love anything else?
look whose problem that is. That ain't mine. Let me
Yeah.
go ahead and mute my phone real
I'm
quick.
just saying, if you can't love
Matter.
yourself, you can't love your kids. You can't love your partner. Nobody.
But right though, I'm serious. That's right. That's
But
real shit.
a red flag, one huge red flag is if they give you a lot of ultimatums. Like if you don't want to do something and they want you to do that thing, and they say, well, if you don't do that, you know what an ultimatum is. Like sometimes they'll be sneaky and subtle about it. Like, oh, well, if you're gonna do this, then I might as well just go to the strip club with my homies. You know, like stuff like that. Like yeah, you know, like they try to be a little slick, like so you'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna stay home. You know, like nah, ultimatums definitely. And for me, another one is if they always want to go through your stuff, like your phone, your Instagram, all that insecurity
Projecting their
stuff.
insecurities.
Like that just is,
You
they're gonna
said
be crazy
always
and
like
they're
that.
probably gonna be abusive. Like I'm
She's-
just saying.
She said always like there's going to be a multiple time that's ever going to happen. Like let me tell you something.
No, I'm saying like if they want to go through all of your stuff, I should say like if
Shit.
you're on the
Nah,
phone,
going
it's
through
a
my
problem.
journal.
They want to go see who's in your phone. But if you
It
ask
ain't
for
no
this
problem.
stuff, you
Not
ain't
my
gonna be able to
diary.
go in there.
You just going to be
That's like-
lonely.
Do y'all niggas have a diary? Men?
A diary.
Yeah, like
Right,
a
I have a
journal.
journal. Yeah, hell
Oh,
yeah.
I fill up several notebooks per year, sir. Several notebooks with strategies, feelings, errors, wins, losses. Just
Mine is mostly
Raw.
doodles. But yeah, I feel you.
I got a lot of
And-
lists. I'm a lister. Like if
Yeah.
I don't list stuff, like I probably won't do everything I gotta do.
I lost
Do
a
you
lot
have
of my notebooks over the
ADHD?
years, though.
Yeah, I never got diagnosed because like when I was young, my parents felt like ain't nothing wrong with y'all. They're like, you know, ain't no such thing.
Yeah.
But now that I'm old, which is crazy because now that I'm older, my brother got ADHD and my son, and it's like, oh, well, you gotta be
Listen.
understanding. And it's like, I thought it wasn't no such thing as ADHD though. Like, but yeah, definitely.
Because
Oh,
and you
and-
know what I know about that? When parents get that little grand in front of their name, in front of the parent, they change.
oh wow.
They change a lot.
Whole nother
my
person.
Before we go to that topic, I got another red flag.
Oh, okay.
The way
Okay.
you wear your scarf will tell me a lot about who you are truly as a person.
Oh no, you didn't, bro.
Bro, what?
Just
What
the
was
way
that?
that you style your scarf will tell
Oh.
me a lot about you. No, just
Word
me
is
personally, my
tender.
relationships. No,
If you
this
wear
has
it in
nothing
the
to do
front,
with
what's
Scarf is Garvey. This has nothing to do with it.
If
Just
you wanna
making sure
tie- if
I
you
know
tie it
what's
in the
going
front,
on.
what that mean versus if
Nah,
you tie
I'm
it in the
Look
fucking
at
around.
his face, though. Look at his face.
He feels attacked.
Look at
hood rats tie their scarf in the front.
Noted.
Mhm.
But nah, back to the grandparent situation. I'll say I don't got no kids, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to y'all. I'm
No,
gonna
Even
mute
with,
up.
even minus the grandparents, when they have more than one
No.
kid, they change too. Like I even noticed that about myself. When I had my first kid, I was a lot more like impatient and more strict and stuff than I am with my second kid.
Mm.
But I think that comes with you have a little bit more experience, so you're not afraid of as much. And to be quite, if we're all going to be honest, your first kid is like the test subject. So
Facts.
like
Oh
by the time you get to
wow.
number 2
No,
and
absolutely.
number 3, you're a little bit more experienced. You're not going to make the same mistakes you made with the first one. The first one is just
I
kind
owe
of
my oldest daughter. I owe her so many apologies.
Bro, I feel the same way.
Baby, I love you. Where Yana, I love you. And listen, this is some real. Daddy made mistakes. I apologize. So if you ever see this, you shouldn't be watching this because it's above your age.
Periodic.
Yo, how
love
we
you,
got a
baby.
back chat video with this video? That's crazy.
Yo,
niggas
shout
just
out to
having
the
their
people
own
that
secret
don't follow
society, man.
directions. Like we on a whole joint right
They
here.
got
And
a
they like,
whole other secret society.
Oh man. I mean it's all love, but like
Nah, I mean,
it's
I'm
not.
just fucking around.
Shouts out to those getting kicked out after the show.
oh shit.
Ooh, I got another.
Oh, crazy.
Yo, that was my first back chat though. I think was it last time?
Yeah, but I ended up leaving that one. It's a lot of history involved with that. You know what I'm saying? It's
A
definitely
lot of
Yeah.
history on that road.
Listen, let's
Lot
act
of
like
history
wanna
that
go
back
back down
check.
that
I have another red flag.
Let's act like that back check never
Oh.
happened.
If somebody is constantly like calling their phone, that's definitely a red flag.
What?
Yeah, like if other people call on their phone and they don't answer, that's a red flag. Like some people are like, oh, like it's not occasionally, like, you know, sometimes you spend time with your significant other, whatever. But I know people who keep their phone on D&D all day, like type stuff. Or I know people who, whenever after a certain time the phone ring, they don't pick up the phone. You be like, just answer it, and they don't answer the phone. Like, yeah, that's all red flags.
Listen, I'm like
Somebody
that
else.
24/7. After 8:30, only one person or two people can get in touch with me. And those are my kids.
I know somebody
Like
who keep
whoever,
their phone
whatever
on
kids got the
D&D.
phones, who can get in touch with me. Like after that, don't call me.
I know people who keep theirs on from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. Like, why do you even have a phone?
Listen,
In
No, I
case
just
of
need-
emergency.
I cut my shit on mute after a certain point in time.
bro, like
Yeah, it's cool.
I am not
Do not
enslaved to
disturb.
this damn
Go.
phone.
But it depends how many times I fucking phone ring. Like, I'm speaking right now, I'm speaking kind of from personal experience. You probably could tell. Yo,
Mhm.
every time, bro. Like, not every time, but sometimes when I be chilling with my little, yeah, I mean, somebody start blowing up their phone. I'm like, bro, he here. Go somewhere. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I can't believe chicks really be out here blowing up niggas' phone 10, 20, 30, 40 times in a row. Like,
That's the
you always
thirst.
need to get a life.
That's the thirst.
For real, like that's
If I
obsessed for
egged you
real.
the first 2 times, what is gonna make you call me the 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
All you doing is making him want to stay with me more. Keep calling, bitches. Keep
You like,
calling.
man, it must be 5.
Nah, I ain't never gonna do that. I've been dealing with the nigga way longer than anybody else, and I won't
Where's
call
my
you more than
journal?
twice. Like, cause you're not about to have me looking stupid. And I know me. Once I start, I don't give up. So I'm not even gonna start.
So inevitably, you would. Oh shit.
No, I would not. That's the point. I would never do that because I'm not about to be up here calling back to. I'm a Scorpio. I know myself well enough to know that I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Because once shit start getting dark, shit gonna be dark for a long time. So like, I don't even go there. Sometimes as a woman, you gotta smooth side. You gotta be like, you know what am I gonna accomplish by blowing up his phone? Other than, and you gotta think about the consequences.
People, I've said that, like, sometimes it takes me like between 30 minutes and a few hours to calm down before I can properly communicate the way I feel without at least snapping. And some people don't understand that, but I know if I go there, it's a lot harder for me to come down from all the way up here than from right here. So just let me make sure I'm here, okay? That way the cops don't got to get called. It ain't got to be no problem. Ain't nobody got to go to the hospital. None of that.
Too much.
Just let me come from here to here.
Right.
Like if you gotta call the cops, I'll leave. Like you stay right there. Like you ain't never.
That's what we trying to avoid. That's why we just be like, let me chill.
From a person who has been called the cops on multiple times, I had to get the fuck up out of that situation, dog. This shit is
that is
somebody call the cops on you?
Yeah, a couple times.
You want to talk about it? You feel like
BJ.
You don't seem like the type to get upset. My looks are deceiving.
You will never hear me again.
He hollered at me. He hollered at me.
B. Jason.
At your wedding, nigga. He hollered at me sitting at the table. And I was like,
he said, hey.
What did you do?
He at his wedding. I'm gonna be quiet.
What did who do?
I got on my good shoes today. I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm a good boy. I don't know what Rashida talking about.
He said, I'm a good boy.
And you're lying.
Good boy.
He said, I'm a grown ass man. Hey,
Sauce. We're talking
Get your
about.
ass in the car.
We're talking about red flags.
Damn, that's crazy.
Morpheus.
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 No, you don't have anything to add?
Nah. I don't deal with red flags.
Like early red flags.
Early red flags is a person who isn't open-minded. The second you show me you're not open-minded, I'm good. I don't gotta go no further.
Interesting.
What you sipping on over there, God?
You know what? Let me not say nothing. I was about
Nah.
I'm not going to.
Oh, all right.
The Bacardi.
Yeah, I thought Sauce the Goji was gonna make an entrance.
Man. Hold on, I got my tacos too. You feel me?
Oh man.
Yeah.
like
I
I
just
said,
need
it's
me a
always good
righteous
to see
stick.
you like not working. You know what I'm saying? You always working and still tapping in. So I definitely appreciate you, brother.
Oh,
Got
Shaka.
to, got
Oh,
to.
the official gun popper in the background.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He
If
probably got
you
his
can't be
little.
open minded, the world
Probably
is,
chilling.
first of all, the world is a wide open place. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. It's a lot of different things that can happen. If you're not open minded to explore new things, then
Sleeping cool.
there's no point in keep pushing. I'm adventurous.
My bad.
Oh,
I will say this though, like you've opened my perspective to things that I've never even considered before. Like I don't necessarily agree with them, but I understand them a little better.
Aw.
you said what?
Oh.
Yeah, I think you say he opened her or something. Like, I'm just
Can't
playing.
say
Oh my God.
Wait, what? Wait, whoa.
He said he opened her up to new things.
No.
You welcome, Jason.
In
You
multiple
welcome,
ways.
Jason.
Grow up.
She's more adventurous when it
said
comes to
be an
those
adult.
things.
That's what she said.
All right, well, yo, check this
Y'all
out.
so
So, like,
childish.
yo, about 10 episodes, not even 10 episodes at this point, 15 episodes ago, we spoke about a very specific situation involving women in relationships receiving drinks from other men at the bar. Right? So I kind of want everyone to tap in, but I kind of just want to, freestyle it. I don't want to take nobody back. So.
Listen,
Yo,
you take a drink. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
No. Let me calm down for a second. I'm gonna count to 10. Go ahead.
I got it. Whoa. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what Rashida said. You gotta make sure you're down here first.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah, you taking drinks, you better get a drink for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are
That
we
nigga
in the
better
club
be buying.
together, or am I with my girls?
My girl not in the club by herself. My girl
Not
goes to the
together.
club.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah, we together. I'm
You
not
better
even with
now.
Yeah.
nobody
do that
but
one.
the guy I'm with. I don't. But
Like,
if I'm with my girls now, and a guy want to buy drinks, he gonna have to buy them for me and all my girls. So it ain't
make
gonna
sure
be
you
like
look at
fun.
that drink before you drink it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Well,
Make
no,
sure you
Not even
watching
that.
that
Make
We
drink
get
sure
our
you
before
bars
it up.
at the bar. Like we
bartender
get our
pour
drinks
it.
at the bar when I did used to drink. Because
Listen,
I
Don't
know a
let that
lot
nigga
of
bring them to the table.
yeah, hell no.
you get a drink from a random stranger, you stay with that random stranger.
Oh,
The
wow,
end.
that's heavy.
That's it. The end.
Me
That's heavy.
personally, I
Now
don't think it's that deep. I feel
I
like,
mean,
oh, man,
Oh,
and the thing is, it doesn't have to be that deep.
oh.
You accept a drink from a random stranger. You stay
the
with that
bartender
stranger.
is a random stranger.
The bartender's a bartender.
Yeah, but the bartender gets paid to do it.
But this is this is the misconception that you guys have. When guys buy girls drinks, the girls get them from the bartender.
I
So
mean,
that absolutely
They
makes
usually
no
say
sense.
give them whatever they
If I
want.
buy
there
shoes from a
is-
store, I get them from a shoe salesman.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. It's about intent.
I've been out and about, right? And
I don't know.
with my homies, and
Shout out to young
homie has brought a drink and brought it to the female. You know what I'm saying? I've seen situations like that happen. It's not.
My mom always taught me. As
I
a
have
young
definitely
kid.
done it.
My mom always told me don't ever drink nothing that you didn't open yourself, and if you leave it and come
No,
back,
that's a fact.
leave that
Throw
shit
it away.
there.
That's a fact.
I ain't cursing no more, y'all. My bad.
Back
I
in my
agree.
more debonair days, I've definitely brought the couple drinks over to the group of the ladies that I felt like talking to at the time, just to
I've never
icebreaker.
personally did it, but like
You
I
see
said,
what I'm
I've
saying?
been in.
There's
I've been
reasons
out
why that happens.
about with
You gotta
niggas
bring
who
a
have-
bottle.
Back when I was shooting my shot days.
So here's what I've always said, because I'm the only one in my friend group, in my cousin group, everybody. I'm the only one that doesn't drink. If somebody has ever offered to buy me a drink, my response is always the same. No, thank you, but you can buy them for my cousins. That's it. That's all. I don't want it. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I mean,
Like
me
I'll take a
like-
lemonade on the rocks. Sir.
you.
Give me that
Literally.
lemonade on the rocks.
Take
Too
a
or
strong.
drink.
just water. Just take a water.
Ginger ale
Yeah,
straight.
cap
When
on.
I
Cap on,
was the
please.
type to go out, I drank the same thing every single time. Ginger ale. They have it everywhere you go. Ginger ale.
You ever
That's all.
drunk something that wasn't alcohol? They threw it back like it was a drink so they think you was drinking. I've done
No. If I drank alcohol,
You
I
taking
drank.
shots of water.
Or just throw the shot over the side.
Spicy.
Just
You know.
taking shots of water. Absolutely not.
I'm like,
Nice.
oh, you feel it?
Get these
No,
niggas
because
hyped.
listen, I am
Snaps.
who I am. I don't drink. It's cool. I'll still hang out. But for one, I ain't gonna be hanging out that long because I be sleepy at 10 o'clock. So like I'll hang
D&D
out.
for life, baby. More for me.
Carry all
As he takes a sip from his drink, someone spat in.
Yeah, all right, nigga.
Yo, if I could, right? Ayo, WM, why do
Yes,
you
sir.
feel the way you feel about the situation of if a
Um,
woman was with you and accepted a drink from a stranger? In fact, let me just have a one-on-one, brother.
Well, just for one, for a myriad of reasons. If you're with me, you're with me. So what do you like? What I entertained you in a way that got your attention. So if somebody else can get your attention and have you lose sight of me and accept what it is that you got or that they have, then you know what I mean. It's an easy separation on my end.
Mm,
Will I grieve? Will I process? Absolutely. But in that moment, oh, it's an easy separation.
easy
Like what is
separation.
it? What is it that you're trying to gain from this person now that they've met their intentions? You know what I mean? So now that they got your attention based on their intentions, like it's only a matter of time at that point. So why
Mm.
not? Why waste time? Why ask questions?
See, as a female, am I paused?
No, you're good. Perfect.
So, as a female, for one, this time I will speak for most females because most females aren't even thinking about no guy's intentions. Most of the time, if they're not interested, they're not even thinking about his intentions. But where I come from with that situation is like if you out in a public setting with your girls and y'all hanging out, whatever, somebody buying drinks, the world is not just you and your boyfriend. You're gonna meet people. And I feel like a healthy relationship, y'all should be able to be around people of the opposite sex without no problem. So if we all out and somebody want to buy a round of drinks for everybody, or for me, and I say, no, you can do it for everybody. Like, I mean, I don't feel like it's a big deal. I feel like unless you just have that type of girl who you think that you could lose her easily, then that's one thing. But I just feel like the world is not a place where it's just going to be you and your girl or you and your wife and y'all not going to never interact with other people. The relationship gets stronger when you interact with other people and still stay solid. That's how I feel personally.
So if that guy bought us drinks based on the fact that he says, "Oh, y'all look good together. I'm just saluting y'all. God bless y'all. We cool, man. God bless your journey. I appreciate you." But if your intent is to interfere with what I have building, then the answer is no. The end.
But if I'm with my guy in the club, though, I don't really be talking to nobody anyway. So,
That's
but if I
exactly
do
my point.
decide,
So,
let's go over there and talk to them, he's gonna come with me.
There is a major difference between receiving a drink with your girls and receiving a drink when you're just out dolo
right,
with your
like,
dude.
the
So
hypotheticals are
the
necessary.
fact that the dude thought it was cool enough to send your girl a drink while you're out with her makes you know that he's just trying to slight you. That is a full-time jack
And
move
he
slight.
doesn't respect you as a man.
Exactly.
I
That's
ain't
the
even
whole
think
thing.
of
So
that
so
aspect.
if
So
the
again,
girl accepts it, that is a ultimate slight to her man. But if she's just out with her friends, I don't got no problem with you accepting a drink from a nigga as long as you know what he's putting in there.
Oh
And
my
like your girls are there to cover your back or whatever. Like whatever.
Animal semen.
God.
I mean,
Yeah.
in most cases,
Yo, Tamara.
Wait a minute.
That's
Wait a
that's from
minute.
Harold and Kumar. He's like, the secret ingredient? Animal
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a real piece of
So,
the Jaguar in there.
semen. Yeah, jack off. Oh, Jaguar.
oh my goodness.
Wait a
Yo.
minute.
we are
Where
out
are we
here.
going with this?
We are
Well,
getting
basically,
wild.
don't drink nothing that
Wow.
you ain't open yourself.
Shouts out to Nothing Left to Do But Win. And
Hey.
So wait
Well,
a
all
minute.
right,
I have a question. Have any of you sent a drink to somebody while they were with a guy?
Yes.
Now,
and it
yeah,
worked.
hold up.
absolutely.
Hold up. Wait a second. Damn. Before we go there, right? And I'll do this with just me and you up here just for 1 second. My perspective on this shit is never would I ever let her accept a drink from somebody else when she is with chaotic fucking flame. You gotta get the fuck out of here with that. So my thing is accessibility, right? So you just open up the door for a flurry of wild, ridiculous bullshit to happen when someone else is able to hand your shorty a drink. Could be spiked. It could be, what did Tamara say? What the hell did you just say? It could be what?
Animal semen.
And that's what I'm talking about. You don't know what it is. So I would never
Mhm.
just let that happen. It's about, to me, it's about accessibility. Now, even if she's on her own, she has to have the mindset to know I'm not even going to entertain any, you know what? My shorty's partially deaf. She can't hear what you niggas is talking about anyway. And I'm gonna just bring my niggas back up. I'm leaving it like that. She can't hear shit you niggas is talking about anyway.
Well,
Hey,
back when I was a
yo.
young debonair ass
Hey.
nigga, I have sent a drink to a couple before, but I definitely knew the girl. It wasn't like I was trying to slight the boy, but definitely put a little juice in play. Could tell this nigga was
So
definitely tight.
let me simple that. Let me say that a little simple. You were trying to be an asshole when
Yes,
you did it.
and it was highly effective.
Oh,
I probably
yeah.
ruined their whole night.
I'm trying to tell you, those moments, that's when it matters. That's when you get what you need. Like, you see that moment in, and at that
And I
moment,
hit her
most
up
times
too.
they're looking for that out. Listen, you meet them where they are, and it's not everybody, but if you meet them right where they are, it's a real thing.
Y'all wild. I couldn't
It's an
do that.
easy,
Some
quick, smooth
chicks don't
move.
care about they man. That's what it really
Aaron,
is.
you've
Some of
seen
them
me do
don't.
this.
Because
Yo,
you know
let
why
me
they
tell
don't
you.
care?
Let me
And
Because
tell
they're
you.
not
here's the
there
thing,
for
Let me
the
tell
and
you
if
how
you
much
get the
of a
drink
dickhead
right,
this guy is.
Oh my God. Let's hear it.
Let me tell you how much of a dickhead this guy is, right? Me, him, and my other homie, we all out, know what I'm saying? We ain't chilled in a minute, so we was just like, fuck it, let's get together, you know? This guy, we out, we
One
drinking,
Morpheus to another.
we sauced at this point. We about to leave, and he looks over and goes, yo, I know her. So we like, okay. He walks over. Mind you, she's sitting at the table. We had a restaurant. She's sitting at the table with a whole nother nigga. They cut food up, know what I'm saying? Lovey-dovey, having a good time. Jason slides over to the booth. What's up?
Such a
How you
demon
been?
sometimes. I can't help myself.
I see you, know what I mean? Boom, smooth. The dude looking confused now. He's like, what the hell is happening here? Like,
Didn't
what
even
the
Who that
acknowledge
nigga?
homeboy.
full-blown conversation with Shorty, know what I mean? Mans is sitting there like he don't exist no more. We get up to leave. So they talked. He came back over. We chilling and shit. We get up to leave. And right before we left, he looks at her and goes, I'll holler at you later. Mans looked like he was hurt.
Inferiority.
Hurt.
Man, Jason
We
If my
dipped
Brown.
and
man
that was
didn't
it.
say
Yo,
something,
did he
I
have
will
this
break
look?
up with
He
him.
was
Did he
a
have this
bitch
look,
ass
Jason?
nigga. That's why.
Was he like this?
He was a bitch ass nigga. What can I say? I took advantage of the
Agreed.
moment.
Hey,
Seized the
Jason,
moment.
Jason, was this his face?
I do a close up. I can't see. Yeah.
Yo.
Okay. I'm about to go pop the trunk on this nigga.
Aw.
I'm about to put my little sunglasses on too.
Do it, baby.
Everybody got their sunglasses on.
No, these aren't
Yep.
sunglasses. This is called
Common
a
themes. Mary, you
nigga
got
getting
the
old and lights are starting
Corrective
to affect his
lenses.
vision.
You got the
He just got a
bifocal?
glare.
Listen,
Could have been me though.
these are called
Hey,
official specs.
Hell
so
no.
yeah, this is kind of random, yo, but like, how many of you guys are utilizing AI right now in anything that you're doing to assist you in
Everybody
any way?
don't know what answer at
Do you
once.
mean in this very moment?
Like, are you
Yeah.
including
This is like-
Siri and?
Oh my, oh yeah.
I mean, I bought some AI
So
stock.
so I'm not gonna lie, my whole house is AI. Like, you talk to my house, TV comes on, radio, lights, everything. But I have everything analog as well. I got an old rotary telephone down in the basement just in case shit pop off.
Smart.
Yep.
I think zombies are coming. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Ooh, the
I would love
CDC has a list of what to do when the zombie apocalypse happens
Listen,
Oh
on
my
their
God.
website.
I'm about
Jesus
to look it up
Christ.
while we chill.
Look it up.
These
Yeah,
niggas just
Talk in
wilding,
the
bro.
meantime. But yeah.
It's been there
Yo.
too for years.
that
I'm
They doing
gonna
shit we
be
don't know
Negan.
about.
I'm gonna
They
turn
Yo,
doing
we
into
stuff we
talking
don't
Negan.
know.
we zombies.
I'm getting a
I'm
spice bat and I'm
fucking
cracking niggas'
prepared.
skull.
What you mean? Like
You got the Negan bat?
foods and canned
Nah,
foods and hand
he got the
weapons.
katana.
Oh wow. I'm
Whoa.
all I need right now is for a few people that know how to drive a boat. Once I get that, I'm cool. Got a plan. Like, listen,
told you.
we gonna be all right.
Wow. So
Oh.
Tamara was definitely on point. zombie preparedness. CDC published Preparedness 101 Zombie Apocalypse to the Public Health Matters blog in 2011.
Damn,
This
nigga
broke
been
with an
planning
They've
this
been
shit
talking
12
about this
years.
shit for a long time. Yeah.
12 years
It's
of
been
play.
time coming.
Like genetic mutations and bacterial mutations and shit. Like I ain't even got no
And,
time for it.
and
I ain't gonna
airborne
hold you.
illnesses.
I ain't gonna hold you. When COVID hit, that's all I was waiting for.
Airborne
People turning
illnesses.
zombies, you feel me?
Listen,
We got the
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse in America already. It's called fentanyl.
That
Chaotic.
Yes.
because that
Fentanyl and bath salts.
Oh, I ain't gonna talk about that. I don't.
Them niggas be hanging on for
Protect
dear
your
life.
face.
Like, how the fuck do these niggas still stand up?
listen, man.
Like, they
Weebles
be
wobble, but they
acrobatic
never
as
fall
fuck.
down. Weebles
Zombies.
wobble, but they never fall down.
Like I low key laugh, but it's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I mean? Like how in
Like, nigga, how did you contort your body? You look like a fucking cat. You ever see a cat hanging off the side of a
You
couch
talking about when
sleeping?
you,
Yeah.
like, close it off?
Wow. Yeah, that shit crazy.
like you're
I
not
seen a
even
guy on
asleep.
Front
You're
Street.
dormant. Like you are really dormant right now.
It was a guy on Front Street the other day. His head was between his knees, pause. But
Whoa.
that's how far he was. Like he was damn near touching the ground with his forehead. I'm like, bro, flexible. Like I don't know.
You
Wake
just
up like
lose
nothing
all
happened.
spinal fluid. Like,
Well, they do say drugs kill your spinal fluid. Well, that's what Eminem said back in the day.
niggas turning to Gumby.
One of them
Gumby
Your
and
spinal
drones that
fluid
Pokey.
is
be walking
spinal, and you
around like
can't get
this.
it back.
Wild, wacky, wildly inflatable 2-man.
Y'all remember that shit?
Oh, man.
Listen,
Yo,
it's
Oh,
about
man.
Rashida. Shouts out.
I got like a wild, controversial question. It's
Oh,
just, I'm gonna just
Lord.
put it
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what the
banner.
controversy.
I just got it up as a banner. So oh my god, this is terrible. Should black men start dating
Man,
outside
that's
of their race?
crazy.
No, right?
No.
Read that again. Say that again.
Should
No,
black men start dating outside of their race? I'm just going to
no,
I don't do that anymore, sir.
nah.
I've grown
Hold
up.
on, hold on. Just what happened?
I don't do that anymore, sir.
No
I've grown
more.
up. I got a
You
beautiful
are a
black woman at
member.
home.
I ain't even going to do it because you my boy. Love you, bro.
Now,
Yo,
can you-
Ira, you don't date out of your race, dude.
Are we saying outside of our race of color, or are we talking about like pigmentation?
Outside of our race, you know what
Race.
that means.
Black, nigga.
now
You
that
know what
Yeah,
that
yeah,
means.
yeah,
nigga.
and
No,
like,
no, because
not like Puerto
we have to
Rican,
talk
like-
about like Afro Latinas, and we have to consider all them
They
Afro
black.
well,
Cubans.
yeah, we know what that is. I'm talking
black.
Yeah, I
about
mean,
Yeah, like,
outside the race.
All
we
right,
talking
my sunglasses
Caucasian.
coming off,
You know what I'm
okay?
saying? Asian.
Are we talking like
Indian.
My ass
Oh.
can't see.
Like
We
Talking
different,
about the
talking
purebreds.
anything that don't
I never
have
had
black
Indian
in it.
before.
like didn't grow up with
Uh-uh.
us. like nobody that grew up with us. Like,
it's like
Nigga, I
can't
grew
use
up
your
with
clone-
everybody, so
like can't
Yeah,
use your
you
clone,
got
don't bring it home.
White.
so
had one
shut the
white
fuck
girl.
up, nigga.
right, Ira? We had one white girl and she thought she was black.
wow,
I personally
It can't
could
get on my
not be in. I married when I was divorced now, but I married a Hispanic and she was mixed Hispanic and black.
yeah.
But as far as the going to that route, I can't do it. I shout
Well, you
out
could
to
pass
those
as
that
Hispanic
can.
and black.
With a bunch of black
I
babies,
can't.
you feel me?
I just can't. It's just something that
But
does
could
not
you go
allow me
past
to
the
say
Hispanic is what I'm saying. Like after,
no,
nah, okay.
no.
Hispanic is as far as you would venture out.
Hispanic and black.
Damn,
Okay.
I'm the only nigga in here who's ever dated a white girl.
Yeah.
Well, I've dated
I've
outside
dated
of
an
my
Indian
race.
chick. I've dated an Asian. Well, I didn't date.
When you say
her.
Indian, what do you mean Indian? Do you mean
This
like
kind?
from
I
India
mean, like
or
red
Native
dot.
American?
Like
I'm
from
saying.
Asia.
Fuck
He said
Indian,
red
okay.
dot.
From
Jesus
Asia.
Christmas. Shouts out to the red dot. Oh my God.
Those people.
Yeah, Red Dot
No, no,
Music,
no, no.
Action
I'm
Bronson,
part Native
and Mac
American.
Miller.
We are
That's
not-
one of my
We
favorite
are
scraps.
not
Those
a
is my
racist
people.
group of
You know what I'm
family
saying?
people here.
Tomahawks and feathers. Yeah,
We-
that's my.
We have
You never
the
heard that
indigenous,
Action Bronson and
we
Mac
have-
Miller collab?
Lord have mercy. We will not call these people red dots. They are
Oh,
not.
I used to date outside my race. Like
I'm
I
talking-
Not
used
like
to
Mike
date
Morgan
I'm
Indian,
talking
right?
butter naan.
What do you? Nah, come on, bro.
Native
That's, he don't-
American,
He catches a stray.
indigenous.
No one's
I
safe.
used to date outside my race, but now, I mean, for the past like decade, I could say I've been only dealing with black dudes. But I'm not gonna lie, the way the dating scene is this time around, I was considering it, I just love black men, so I ain't did it yet. But I was considering it.
You gotta find you a good black man.
What's the
Yeah,
furthest
you know what I'm
outside
saying?
of like?
Where he at? Bring him to me, please.
Yo,
No,
where your lifelong sneaky link? Is he black?
He's definitely black, and that's why we ain't married yet.
Chaotic.
It's like,
Settle
nah,
up.
let me chill.
Settle up.
Hey,
Yeah,
But
that was.
probably.
You caught me off guard with that one.
Oh my God,
I'm
guys!
gonna mind
That's
my
what happened.
business.
Settle
That's
on
what
down.
I was like, oh, he's talking about something. I was like, I want to get married one day. And he got on one knee. I was like, will you marry me? But he ain't had no ring, so I thought it was a joke. Ain't no ring. I mean, I was like, you sure you ain't got no ring on? Am I wrong?
You was about to say yeah.
Your standard is
Hell
your
no, I wasn't
standard.
about to say yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, it's like, nah, it's like, nah. I ain't say nothing because I didn't want to seem like I was
I
trying
love
to
that
play it
answer.
cool.
I love
Nah,
that
you would have
answer.
pawned that shit.
I was
Don't
trying
lie.
to play it cool, you feel me? But then when he got on his knee, I was like, but I'm not. No, if you gonna propose to me, you gotta do it the right way, bro. You know what it take to propose. Like, I
Yeah,
don't care if the ring is cheap.
not just some out of the blue.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to get married. Oh, let's get married.
So there's a certain type of
Okay.
proposal you just legit would not accept.
A ringless one. That's the only one.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't care if the ring is cheap, long as it's real. You feel me? Like, I'm allergic to fake jewelry. I really mean that. Like, so as long as it's real, I don't care if it's $100 from Macy's, from K Jewelry. I don't care. Like,
Every
Just-
kiss begins with J.
my first engagement ring was actually an emerald with sterling silver. It wasn't even like, my first engagement ring was an emerald with sterling silver.
Your
Oh,
And
first.
then he
Kinda
bought me
fire.
another one.
How many have you had? Not to get, you know.
3.
She said my
Not to get
15th
messy.
was my
Tres.
Not the guilt.
I need
Engaged
about
to
Tree
the
Fitted.
So can I
About
ask what
350?
happened with them? Well, you told
What
us
happened
one.
with them?
Yeah.
Both of them are deceased. That's why I said I think my ex put a fucking curse on me, bro. I promise
my
you.
God.
If they weren't, we would be together. Like, honestly.
What?
Like, I don't have too many relationships. Any relationship I had that ended, it only ended because I'm very tolerant in a relationship, and the other person probably got so mean that I couldn't take it anymore. That's probably the only reason why.
So you need that sage dildo or
But,
something.
so the relationships never like
Get rid of
Like,
that
hey.
hex. That's all I'm saying.
A
they
sage.
just
What-
the dudes just passed away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, one dude, it wasn't that he passed away. One was that he passed away. One, we were on a break because he had a substance abuse problem, and we decided like you need to get help, and then we'll come back together. And then when he got
Respect.
help, he was just doing so good. Like everything was going perfect. We was back cool. He apologized for everything. You know, we was gonna be a family, and then he just suddenly caught pneumonia and died on New Year's Eve.
Damn.
I was gonna leave my
I'm sorry.
lifelong sneaky link and everything. And then it's like, but
Oh, you were serious.
hell yeah. I got his name tatted on my arm the same day. Like I really meant that.
So
Damn.
that brings that
Hold on,
leads
yo,
me
I'm
to
sorry.
a-
I'm sorry
next
for your
question.
loss. That was really recent too. And
Yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
bad about
Yeah, that's-
my little joke. I take that all the way back.
What
Too
was
late.
your question?
Do y'all believe that people have more than one soulmate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, in my opinion.
Because I feel like both of them was my soulmate. For real, for real. I loved both of them. When I met both of them and was with them, I felt like that was the love of my life. I never loved nobody like this. That's how I felt until I met the other one, which was like mad far later. But after a while, you feel like I ain't gonna never love again, whatever. So you stop looking for that because you like anything could happen, you know? So I just try to enjoy the person that I kick it with while I have them type stuff.
So when you say soulmate, you don't mean like person that you could fall in love with. You mean the person that is the one for you?
I mean the person that
No, I was
my
asking
soulmate-
Aaron.
My
I'll let you
soulmate
go.
is somebody
Okay,
who
so-
just gets me and
Yeah.
understands me completely. My weirdness, my quirkiness, everything about me. Like you love me regardless. You don't care about my past. You don't care about if I snore. You don't care about if I fart in front of you. None of that. Like that's my soulmate. You know, just accept
So
me
you
for who
mean
I am.
somebody that accepts you?
Yeah.
Okay, explanation there. All right, cool.
Hurt.
So in that case, then,
Sidebar question, real quick. How long do you wait before you fart around your nigga?
word.
Not
Rashida,
that
it's been about.
Not that long, yo. Thank
It's
you.
been a minute.
Women be out here
If it
lying
happened,
and
it happened,
concealing
like-
shit.
You better
Not
not be
that
farting,
Why
nigga.
are we
You can hang
doing
it though. You
this?
ain't chilling.
We ain't
Why
even
is
been
it
together
like
for
that?
a year yet. You better not
It's a
fart.
bodily function. Like
Hold that
Everybody
shit in.
farts.
It's a human. It's a human
it's a
function.
bodily
If
I'm
you can,
playing,
my
nigga. I'm
philosophy
playing.
is if you can hold in a
Why
fart,
are
you
we
can.
doing
What,
that?
what else are you holding in?
Plus, I
else are you
always
keeping away
laugh.
from me?
Like,
Poison.
What are,
If you can
Wait,
hold a
like
human
that's
Rashida, have you
never
ever heard
been.
me fart
you can.
before? Yeah?
Have I heard it? No.
he fully clenched.
Nah, I don't. I just don't be farting that loud.
He
Honestly,
be
I'm
fully
silent.
clenched.
I'm
and Rashida
silent
like, I
but
can't
deadly.
fart.
They
It's
like
not that
like
deep.
a woman will be
It's
like, "Oh, I don't like
I'm a
to fart
healthcare
around you,"
professional. I've
and I'm
seen
like, "You
and
know, I
heard
slept
and
with you, right?"
smelled way worse. It ain't that deep.
To hear
Yeah,
that pussy
worse.
fart.
You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
saying?
like we slept in the same bed. Like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
you think
Of course.
that you don't fart in your sleep? Like what the hell? Would you think
Nah,
you
she
just
snores in
you
her
just
sleep.
are just
function.
sleeping fucking
Because
beauty out
I
here?
would
Like
never
no.
be able to
Human
hear her
function.
fart based on her snores.
You
Yo,
just
the
gonna tell all
most
my business like
the
that?
The
most
way your
hellbound
snores
shit
is set
happen when
up
you
is
sleep.
outrageous, ma. Sorry.
Have you? I
It
got
is
a
what it
question
is.
for y'all that's really not that controversial, but it's similar to this.
Shoot.
Have a girl ever, or have you ever been getting head or giving head and threw up on you, or have you threw up on somebody?
Ooh, I had a female throw
Like-
up on me once.
Yeah, I've been thrown up on.
I'm gonna just leave it at that.
The end.
I'm gonna just.
It is. It's not pretty.
It's common.
Look,
Does
All right, I
anyone
got
want to
another
go
one. Let
into
me up the ante a
detail?
little bit.
she doesn't
Wait, let
deserve
Rashida
that dirty
answer.
laundry to be
There we
aired.
go.
I don't.
Rashida got a
never
question
done
she want to
that.
ask me, and I'm not
I'm-
gonna answer it.
I'm about to take it to the
No,
next
I'm
level
not.
with
I'm
this
not
one.
gonna ask you
Oh
nothing.
my god.
But I've
You not?
never,
You
I've
not?
never
Oh,
had
I.
that happen.
Really?
I've never had that happen.
Okay, so
You eat
Oh,
unsalted Pop Tarts.
Okay.
throw up on me, you getting thrown out. That's crazy.
Grow up, get thrown out. Shout out
Nah,
to
you just jump.
Bravo.
Just soap in water. Like
My
just
hero.
go what? I mean, not unless you just being like, yo, let me show you a trick, and then you gag your shit and throw up on me. I'm gonna punch you in the lip, and then you going getting kicked out.
No, because guys always
But-
be
Yeah,
like,
it was
go
on some.
further,
It was
go
on.
deeper, do this, and then the chick be like,
But if it's an
Oh,
accident,
fellas,
I mean,
fellas, y'all ever had a
accidents
female
happen. I
try to
got
do too much?
mouthwash and a couple extra toothbrushes. Like,
Yes,
just take
that
it
shit
with
is
you.
annoying.
You ever had a female try
And
to
you
do
kept
too much?
going
Yeah,
after that, right?
she tried to do too much, and yeah,
Like my dick is hitting the back of your throat. Like
Poke
put
the
it.
throat.
Like
Nah,
they got
I'm
an
a-
angle and
You
shit.
know what
It's
I'm saying?
No, on
It's
shit.
a
I'm gonna talk
reflex.
shit.
It's a
I mean, like, are you
reflex.
good now? Like, are you good? Listen,
I'm
you
gonna
get
leave
it
it
out.
at that.
Yeah,
Not
that-
coming out or no.
Like you're not
Word.
done yet, right? You still look.
She's sitting there crying.
still
You're
got
not
a lot
done
to
yet?
do.
Yeah, you know you ain't done right.
Right.
You know you're not done right.
You
know
gotta
what I mean?
finish
You
the
gotta
fucking
finish.
job.
Let me help you
Like, you
clean
better
yourself
breathe.
up.
Finish
You
the
know what I'm
job.
saying?
He not
Let me
lying,
help you
though.
get clean.
He
you
not lying.
started
You
it.
ain't
Finish
done.
it. 'Cause
You started it. It's time to be an adult. Put on your big boy pants. Take accountability, ownership, and
thank you for
responsibility.
saying that because
And let's
I didn't
go.
want to. I was, you know what
Listen,
I'm saying?
I understand.
Thank
It's
you
called
for saying
ORA. ORA. Accountability, responsibility, ownership. Take your shit.
And but what happens when she throws up again?
Accidents happen. So when I was running track, right, there were times when I didn't get the actual. Who got kids in here? Who got kids? Shout out
Everybody
to
but
Thomas the
me.
Train. Shout
Mad
out to
Everybody
Thomas the
except
Train. But if you mess up, you can get up and try again. Here's some Gatorade. Here's some water. We got practice. If this is something that you want to do and want to commit to, there are, you know what I mean? You
Keep
got
throwing
try.
up.
You got practice.
Man, I'm letting her chill after that. That's a little too much for your boy.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what?
put
I'm
on the
about to go
referees.
pop the shower.
Look, so a referee and a whistle. You gonna get it right.
I'm gonna go grab
Yo,
a towel.
it
You
all
be
depends.
bent over when I
It all
come back though.
depends. Like, are you throwing up like you just
Jason
ate a
crazy.
buffet, shorty?
I'm just grabbing a towel, cleaning that shit up, bending you over, and I'm finished the job.
Jason said, "I yield."
Hurry up
like,
and get
where
out,
you?
'cause
He got
like,
more
you
turned
throwing
on.
up- You throwing up chunks of food. You throwing up food. Then, yeah, let me clean you up and you go take a nap.
Oh no, the key is never ever eat a full meal before you have
Before,
sex because
yeah.
it's uncomfortable.
I'm gonna shut up.
All right,
Listen.
so that brings me to my
I
next
mean,
topic.
and
So you
don't
drink
put
some
yourself
water,
Alright, don't
through
go
that.
too crazy, Jay. You want the floor, Jay? You want the
Like,
floor, Jay?
don't put yourself through that. That's unnecessary. Like, if
Yeah,
you know
sure, why
that
not?
you just ate, don't do that. Like, but if
Yeah,
you
no,
want to
it's gonna be
try,
ugly.
like, if you want to try to
know
conquer
you
a
got
mountain,
a gag reflex.
listen.
There are females with
So
no
wait,
gag
so wait.
reflexes. You know what I'm
So
saying?
y'all have
That
all
don't have to worry
experienced
about
this?
none of that.
Yeah,
I have never. I'm just.
I have.
And
that
I
I'm telling
have.
myself.
So somebody
Oh shit!
I have.
regurgitated on your body.
Yes.
on your
Edit
body.
this.
Thank you for
Yes.
saying body.
I was the
Yes.
Edit this.
regurgitator, not the regurgitator.
Edit this.
Damn, Jennifer
Well,
Dime.
no,
Nah,
not
we
on my.
watching
So I was
shit.
standing up.
Jennifer Dime. Hello. Damn. Yay,
You know what I'm
what's up?
saying?
Yo, what's good,
Welcome to the
shorty?
pod. You walked into
All right, back to the regular
a
schedule.
random conversation, but yeah, I was standing up when it happened, so it didn't really get all on me.
He was
It
like,
got
You just hit the balls
on
a
me.
little
Know what I'm
bit. Like,
saying? But
he was
it-
laying down when it happened.
that's crazy.
He
It
said, "Why
happens.
you ain't say you had to throw up?"
All right, so hold up. So time
go
out. So
get
I guess we gotta pose the question back to them, but I need like AK to ask it. I can't ask that shit.
Have you
And it
ever
right
been
back at
thrown
him.
up on
Yep.
and during intercourse?
And ask if they're making him like clean. Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah. All right. Now I'm saying, first of all, ladies, have you ever thrown up on someone during intercourse? And if you have, is he helping you clean himself up?
Nah, yo.
Or
Ask if he's thrown up while he,
nah. So my question is, how does that even happen? like
I don't know.
unless you are drunk or something, like you gotta be drunk and already
You gotta
about
be
to
real
throw
drunk.
up, or the box gotta be disgusted. Cause
it's gotta be
Maybe it
egregious.
smells.
you know what I'm saying? I've burped.
It's gotta be fucking
Never
nasty.
happened to me or on me.
That joint smelled like a Buffalo Wild Wings floor.
Yeah, it gotta be going crazy down there for you.
And
It
then
smell like
change
the
them out
bar
with-
mats
No,
after a Sunday. A wrung out bar mat after the end of a Sunday night football game.
No,
Hell
Penn Station
yeah.
bathroom when the staff is off.
That joint smelled
crazy.
like St. Patrick's Day.
Lord.
Oh
Look at
my
the
god. Bucket of fucking puke
Something nasty at the end of that rainbow.
and
Well,
regret.
to answer your question, no, I have never. Well, I've been thrown up on, but not during sex. And if you're drunk and you, my man, you throw up on me by accident, I'll clean it up and help you to bed. Now, when I throw up on somebody, giving them head, he definitely cleaned it up. I didn't do anything. I just sat there like, I'm so sorry. That's all I kept saying.
Yeah, but he didn't make you.
He
He
said,
let
"It's
you rest,
okay."
right?
Then
He
we
let
did
you
it.
rest, right?
Did he let you relax?
No, I still had to suck that dick a little bit more.
See, I told y'all
He said, "Don't."
there's
go,
a responsibility,
Don't go
ownership,
as far this time.
accountability,
You have to get it.
responsibility.
And she,
There's a
with tears rolling down her cheek.
Not in everything.
And throw up on her
yeah,
chin,
just don't
she
go deep
happily
this
did it.
time. Just relax.
Yeah,
Not too much.
shout out.
you damn right. And I'm gonna put my hat down just like this, like a whole daggone general. I'm just gonna be like this. You better get it
Hey,
right.
chill out.
Make sure she
Ladies,
don't go
ladies,
too far.
ladies, you giving a man dome and you look up
You
and see.
better get it
you look
right.
up and see that face. You just you
y'all
look up
crazy.
and you see this. Nah, I mean, how y'all gonna feel? Nah, I mean, just
Listen,
I'ma
gotta
feel
keep her
like-
distracted.
Ain't nobody see you, Otis.
See, and it's gonna keep her distracted. You gotta get it right. You gotta work on your stamina. That uvula then tapped on a little bit too far, and you gotta learn how to. I don't
Yeah,
know
'cause
what
the
you
more
gotta
you
do, but
do
you
it-
gotta get it right because you gotta finish. That's your responsibility.
Wow.
True.
Either that or you yield, and it's okay if you do. It's just us in the moment, so be all right. You'll be all right.
He said yield. Fold.
Absolutely.
Don't start nothing you can't finish.
You gotta yield. Don't start none. Exactly. Don't start anything you can't finish.
Hold on. Know when to walk
I
away.
deal with
No,
bodily
when to suck that
fluids
dick
as
again.
a profession. In the bedroom, I'm not dealing with bodily fluids. If you throw up, you just need
Oh,
to
just
go
one
ahead
of
and lay
them,
down.
huh?
I'll-
Only one bodily fluid, huh?
Two.
That comes with the territory.
That's called a double standard.
No, 2 bodily fluids.
Y'all are
I
shout
told
out,
you I was on the shits today. Listen, you
Maybe
get me.
2.5.
What you mean?
what's the
Breast
half?
milk?
Hold on, time out.
What's the
time
Fucking
out.
half?
breast milk? Because that's
Alright,
the only other
alright.
fluid. That is
No,
the only other
oh my
fluid
God,
going down.
please.
Wait a minute.
Are we?
Mute
Because yo, I got a
everybody.
funny
Just
story
need me
about
to
Oh,
breast
I
start
know
milk.
about
the
that story.
conversation.
Got up.
I got
Let's
a
get dark.
funny
One,
story
two,
about breast milk.
Time out. Time out. What do you mean when you say that?
With 2.5?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's the semen, you know. That's
Comes with the
given.
territory. That's fine.
Time for bed.
Computer.
Yeah, time for
It's okay,
bed. Time for
Good
fucking
night.
bed.
So it's the natural given.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, Siri is having a field day with
I don't
you.
know why she.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
getting
Siri.
you
That's
getting
the
mocked by Siri
That's
right
Alexa.
now.
that's computer. She only
Alexa,
gonna say
shut
it
the
one more
fuck
time.
down.
I
So,
said
yeah.
what I said.
The first one is obviously the natural process. The second one is I ain't gonna act like I ain't never on a red light before. I ain't gonna act like that.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
Jesus
But with
Christ.
that, I could also say, bro, what I mean by that is like, honestly, if you love me enough and I love you enough, and you say you want to drink my blood or you want me to drink your blood, I'll do it.
Wait
But
a
the
fucking
third
minute.
You
one,
said that
Wait a
before,
fucking
right?
minute.
That ain't the first time.
Vampira.
That ain't the first time she
Yeah,
said
you
I've
that.
said
never
that
drank
before.
nobody's
I
blood.
definitely
I'll
believe
let
her.
No,
somebody
I didn't. You didn't say you did, but we had this conversation
You're
where
a
you said you
vampire.
Yeah,
would.
Time
and
out.
then
Wait
the
a
third
minute,
one
Joe.
is
Time out.
if
I need to.
I would do the pee
this so
too.
we can be
Like
on
I
the
let
same page.
I would
P,
let you I would
P,
let
little
my
R.
man pee in
Kelly,
my mouth.
little Robert.
So don't smoke
hold
with
on.
me.
Wait a minute. Say that
You
again.
said you like a little peeing. What?
I said I would let my man pee in my mouth, so don't smoke with me.
Oh, but would you let a nigga spit in your mouth?
I've never done it, but I would.
Alright.
Okay.
You just
Bet.
can't shit in my mouth. That's
Bet.
no, I'm not doing
No
that.
shit anywhere.
No,
Like,
yeah, no, none of that.
let's
Yo.
let's put that
Yeah,
By
bold
the way,
I
line
would
there's
do
right
it.
there.
different
As long
No
as
words.
shit
his breath
everywhere.
smells good
Hold
and
up.
you
There's
my man.
professional words for that, like scat is what they would call it. So
Scat
No
man do.
scat play. No
Oh, we
scat
didn't know
play.
because we don't deal with that. But
Scat man
everything else
Carruthers.
is cool.
Scat like the jazz.
Oh my god.
Let's
You
scat
know
that.
what you do in your bedroom, sweetheart, that's your business. As long as you enjoy it. That's all that
It's
matters.
AK too.
It's more common than you guys think, though. A lot
Yo,
of people is into that stuff.
don't be pointing the finger at me.
Whoa,
I ain't even
whoa.
do
Oh,
that.
crazy.
It's
And
more
it's
common.
Kelly?
He
I
did.
mean,
But no,
hey,
honestly, it's
That
more
nigga
common.
set up.
Kelly?
You ain't see him. He set up. He said, "Oh, P, do you take the spit too?"
Yo,
Yeah,
chill out. That was a
I
different
would. I never
question.
did, but I would.
He tipped his glasses down quick.
I've
He said,
never peed on a female.
would you?
Mm.
I have, but it was overnight by mistake.
Oh my
Yo,
god,
chill
that
the
was
fuck out.
crazy.
I
That's cool.
believe
How
it.
you
Crazy.
That was a straight bourbon, vodka, tequila, whatever I could get my hands on kind of night. And me and Shorty was sleeping in the room at the Hojo. Y'all know the famous Hojo. And
Oh yeah.
woke up the next morning.
Goes down at
She
the
was like,
Hojo.
nigga, did you fucking pee on me last night? I was like, oh shit.
Nigga,
I
did you
do
pee
not
on me?
remember. So it didn't happen.
Facts.
Were your pants wet, nigga? That's what
Oh,
matters.
hell yeah, nigga. I peed that whole bed.
So,
Like a-
did you see her
Like a
again
third
after
grader
that?
on punishment, I pissed
Hell
that bed.
So did you see her again
Yo,
after that?
chill the fuck out.
What up?
Damn.
Did you see her again after that?
Yeah, this
Hell
was my
no.
ex-girl.
Oh,
Oh, so y'all were together?
Yeah, she
Oh,
understood.
she
so
ain't
it didn't
care.
even really matter.
She ain't care.
No. I'm saying it wasn't that. Like, nah, I'm not doing that on no one-nighter. Fuck out
That's
here.
still embarrassing, though.
crazy.
Even if it's your wife or your husband, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, you never want to piss the bed, so to speak, or shit the bed. I've never shit
was
the
both.
bed.
Yeah,
We
I've
was
never
both
shit in the
so
bed.
drunk.
I've
My
never
ex
shit in the
said-
bed.
Yo,
Shit
if
in
I
the bed
That
is
happened to me
crazy.
before.
Wait. Where are we going with this now?
hold up.
I don't know. Let's
No, I'm using.
All right, so check it out real quick. Yo, the other day, no, it's cool though. The other day in the back chat, there was like a sleep pod or something like that, and it was like this suicidal pod that was legal, and I guess it would be considered like assisted suicide.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
And it's a pod. If you want to spend your last, you can choose to get in here and it be your last moments. Very
Mhm.
controversial. I think it was in like Sweden. I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up or whatever. But
You know this type of sick
Yeah, I
niggas
think
just
it was
watching us
Switzerland,
jerking
if I'm
off.
not mistaken.
come on,
They
Jay.
have suicide.
I'm
Assisted
saying, no,
suicide
there's
in
some
All right, I'm
sick
gonna
Canada.
check it
niggas out
out.
there
I'm gonna look it up.
who will abuse this system. That shit is very personal, nigga. I don't think
I
you
mean,
should
so let me ask you this:
be.
how do you necessarily abuse a system that was meant just for you? Like, it ain't
No, I'm
like you
talking about the
sending
niggas
somebody
who don't
else.
go through with it, who
Like,
just want to be entertained.
Yo, but I feel like it's one of those things where when you in it, that's it, nigga. Like you ain't getting back
yeah,
out.
as
The
you
whole
should.
purpose.
I changed my mind.
I mean, and I'm not saying I'm for or against suicide or whatever. I mean, I don't have my views like most religions have their views, but I think that there's a certain thing that you have to go through in order to cycle back here. But with that said, if you're terminal and you don't want to be sitting there for another 4 months, yeah,
I'm not
listen.
talking
All right.
about the people
Wait,
who are
we're gonna have to
actually
go one on one.
performing it.
Now hold up, that's a one-on-one kind of thing. Jay, my bad. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. In fact, I'll bring you back
No,
up
you
so you
good.
can finish your thought.
No. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about the person actually performing the act. I'm talking about the sick niggas who are getting entertained by this, which is, I just think that's fucking crazy.
Well, what? Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so on the screen right here, this is the suicide pod that is planning to be launched in Switzerland.
I thought that it was like a podcast, nigga.
No, this is
Oh my god, my bad. I took
this
that.
is assisted suicide.
I thought it was like a podcast where niggas just watching online, niggas taking their last breaths.
No, that's some Black Mirror shit. You know what I'm
Totally,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. I totally misread the whole concept. My bad. Suicide pod, do your thing.
Assisted suicide pod.
Do your thing, kid.
Hey, y'all, it's a wrap, y'all. Nah, that's crazy. All right,
Yeah,
but
that's
on
what I'm
some real
saying.
shit, that's even wilder. But like, when I get my debate high enough for like whatever artificial intelligence is doing, I'll bring it out. But for now, I'm gonna put this back up on the screen.
Oh, just take
Yeah.
me down. I fumbled the bag.
Sure did, buddy. There we go. That's
Yeah,
more like
I was gonna say that looks exactly like a replica of the pod that they was killing people in Divergent. I don't know if you saw that movie, Divergent, but they were killing people in pods just like that, pretending that they were gonna cryogenically freeze them, and they was
Yeah, I
burning them.
remember that shit.
And also, they have assisted suicide in Canada. Even if you're not sick, you could just go to the doctor and say, "I don't want to live no more," and they'll kill you. And if you change your mind, they will still kill you.
It's really unbelievable.
I remember the
that
first
was
episode of
She
Futurama.
was dedicated to helping raise awareness about disabled people.
We
I only
really-
brought it up. I only brought it up because yeah, they got them. That was basically the whole premise of that first episode. Then they got to the future, walked into a goddamn suicide booth, thinking it was a telephone booth. Hey, yeah, niggas is bringing the future here. Suicide pods, my nigga, that's crazy.
Yeah.
This nigga Jason thought it was a fucking
A fucking
podcast.
podcast.
Yo,
It's not
that's
even
why I was like,
crazy.
nigga, how are they allowed to do this?
He's like, y'all fucking sick. You're going to hell. I'm like, what
Enough
is he talking about?
podcast.
Yeah, I completely misconstrued what was going on.
He means podcast. Poor dummy.
Read that.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
No, what it is a pod of dolphins that just run into you one by one until you just give up.
Like,
Sure.
give him a good hug. Pat his head when you see him. It's all right. He'll be all right.
I don't know. I saw that and felt that was a little crazy. So like,
Yeah, but
Absolutely crazy.
Swiss did start it. 2 doctors, they were twins. They went over there. One was a doctor, one was a nurse, and they went over there and killed themselves. And their
With a
family was real
thirst
mad,
for blood.
real mad about that.
It's interesting to say the least.
Now, I wouldn't be the person that's going to be like showcasing, like marketing it. Like, all you got to do is just get inside and push this button. I'm not doing that.
Step 1. Let me show you.
Right.
but you
No,
did.
you gotta do it.
But this is what you were saying. You were saying that you do see reason or
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But I'm not going to be the one that's like going door to door selling this motherfucker, is what I'm saying.
Hey, yo, we got this pod, man, right?
Like,
Yeah,
all of us
you
gotta
think
go
you're
on
right.
this drive here. Like,
Rent too damn high.
You finished, right? You said you done.
Probably cost $1 million to hop in the exit
I
booth.
got this pod for you, right?
Can't
But we're
afford
not
these
going to
speakers.
just call it the exit booth.
you're like,
That's
I'll
good.
take 2. Like,
Gotta get
Big
one for me
escape
and one for
Let
my
me
man.
get 2 of those.
The escape pods.
What if somebody, be like, baby, come do this thing with me.
Baby,
like,
come back.
don't worry, the sample is just chloroform. I'll be up in 3 days.
Oh my
Somebody said, what did I walk in on? You walked on some shit.
Exit booth. Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
That is crazy. Wow.
I need to watch my mouth.
What's even crazier is that, but nah, what's crazier is in Canada how they doing, it's like more people pass away from that now than natural causes in Canada. And that's
Yo,
crazy.
and it's crazy because you would think
There.
Canada is an amazing place to live.
Yeah, that
Niggas
healthcare
be
is
making it
free,
seem
but
like Canada is the
Nah,
best place to
socialism
live.
is a terrible idea.
But hold up, hold up. If I could, let me take a. This is a really rare moment to talk about something that might not get talked about a lot, and I don't know which way I want to take it because it's kind of a more of a sad and gloomy frequency kind of thing. But did y'all want to stay on the topic of this, or did y'all want to move on? Is pretty much what I wanted to know, without even mentioning it, because we can proceed.
It's all
Doesn't
up to
really
you,
matter.
guys.
I mean, I
I
didn't
think we
lost
could. I
parents
think we
already. I'm sorry.
What
Now
happened?
I
What-
want to know. I just want to know what it is.
Subtle beauty and light and some of this stuff. So it's part of life.
Well, you want to
I think
talk about?
we could push.
Yeah, we
That
could
is
push
not
past
true.
that.
Oh, who else is a Scorpio on here?
There you go, good one.
Shouts out. Shouts out. What day?
Dia de los Muertos.
Okay.
For real.
No, I know
Well,
what she
so
meant.
that's why you got a taste for blood.
Right.
All right, makes sense, Vampiro.
Right. I'm like, oh, okay. There's your shit. Makes sense.
Oh, all right.
I love that movie. Oh my gosh. I was at the tattoo spot. Somebody got the grandma with the chocolate
Contato?
on from Coco.
God, that's
Oh yeah, shit. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
She said they don't talk about Bruno. No.
Tati, tati, Coco,
That was Jason.
loco.
I've never seen that movie. Every kid
Man,
has
I've seen that movie
at least 2 or 3
100 times.
I haven't.
that's hilarious.
It's a good movie and it helps children to understand death. That for sure. My son really likes that movie. It's not like
It's on Disney Plus.
Mm.
What the
Yeah,
One day.
No, it's a
No,
really
that's
good
just
movie. Though. Really good.
I think I've seen every Disney/Pixar movie ever.
Word up.
Coco and Soul
Mhm.
are really good movies that I think all the kids should see.
I did
I'll
see
be watching
Soul.
all them shits. I watched
Oh,
Luca.
man.
I watched
Yo, whenever
what's
my
that one
kids
with the
start fighting,
lizard? Adam Sandler and them niggas.
Leo.
Leo.
yeah, Leo's a good one.
Yeah,
And when my kids
that
have
was
attitudes or they
cool.
get mad at us as parents, I make them watch Brave
I've never seen that movie, man.
because Brave it has a lot of core principles on how to respect your parents, even though you don't really care about what they're saying. It's like really appreciating them because you never know when they're not going to be here or what you're saying about your parents, what they could actually happen to them. So the girl, she
meaning.
wished that her mom would like turn into a bear or like disappear or some shit. So then she was
Oh,
like, I really didn't
yeah.
want it to happen. Now she had to save her mom. So, and the mom was mad at her. So it's like, some shit can be resolved if you just stop and think about it, So my kids usually get it.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Just seeing this.
Patiti, tati, Coco, loco.
What are we doing
Mike,
here?
What the
What's going on?
fuck was that?
You got a
going
friend in me.
Hold on. We
Oh,
gotta
I
ask.
was
You
just
got a
watching that.
friend in me.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
That takes me back to the
Heard
good
what
old days,
old
the
pants
90s,
said.
man.
There's a
Yo.
snake in my boot.
There definitely is.
Reach for the sky.
Mike Morgan, you there, brother? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You are at the bar with your girlfriend. You guys are chilling, having a good time. A man offers to buy your woman a drink. How do you go about this situation?
That shit is a hypothetical. It should never happen if I'm there. Like I get so I'm there. You say I'm in the presence, or did I get up and go somewhere? And
Would you? All right, now that's a good one because if we start, adding more context to it, I guess the answers would change. So let's just say that you. Oh, hold up, we got another person in the chat. What's up, Erica? Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Raymond. Shout out to Jennifer Dime. Shout out to everybody in the chat supporting. We appreciate you guys. But yo, man, fuck that. You letting niggas buy drinks for your shorty, man? Answer, bro.
yo,
What's
that
up,
shit
man?
that shit has never happened ever a day in my life. Like, I just can't. I can't see it happening, bro. Like it's never happened. I gotta understand the circumstance. So what you're saying is like I'm sitting right there. The dude comes up to my girl and says, "Hey, I want to buy you a drink." Like I'm not even there. Like I don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because isn't that what the homie Jay did to the homie?
Yeah.
Hold up, JC,
Yeah.
what'd you do?
Yeah. Jason walked up
I may
and
have
acted like
did some
Shorty,
shit.
old dude wasn't there. You know what I mean? Old dude sitting next to Shorty, arm around her. Jason walked up and that arm came down. Bro didn't exist no more. Mike, what you doing?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If she,
You would have stole me.
nah, I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gonna do none of that. If she my girl, trust me, ain't none of that gonna happen, bro. She not even gonna acknowledge you. And if she does, she not, she going home
But
with you,
Mike,
nigga.
with this
I don't know,
scenario, let's say
or the
she
Uber,
does
she not going home with me. I'll tell you that.
You just said it. She ain't going home with him.
She ain't going home with me.
So
If you
that
sit there and entertain foolishness,
We don't know
you
what
could be a
happened
fool by
after we
yourself.
left.
Mission
Thank you.
accomplished.
Now you can
We
have
don't
it,
know
bro.
what happened after
I
we
ain't never
left.
had
Nigga,
And guess
nothing.
move
what?
up out of here,
She
shorty. I
gonna
got you.
leave with the next nigga too. That's the crazy part. She ain't gonna stay with you.
Yeah,
Now,
Nigga,
hold
I
on.
don't want her to
Next nigga that buy
stay.
her
I
drink.
want her to leave.
Shit.
Crazy.
if
Yo.
you leave her, you want her to leave with somebody else. So it's over.
Yeah,
Like
that's I don't know. Certain things I just don't accept. Like I can't. Like to me,
Yeah.
that's mad.
That's
yeah.
entertainment for
Hold
the
up.
night.
Let me just ask Mike one more thing, because the first thing we really started out with was red flags, right?
Oh shoot.
So yeah, can you just let us know of any red flags that you might see that might be a dead drag? Nah, you got any red flags that you might not want to fuck with in the short?
For a
Boy,
month,
Damn.
Mark,
Everything okay?
Yo,
Is that the
I
you
think
fire?
smoking the 1000?
I think it would probably be easier if I tell you the
Mike got
things
a
that
whole
aren't red
list.
flags.
He got a
Like,
Rolodex.
All right. Yeah, just talk to us, bro.
damn, I got it. Let me think. Like, what's a really crazy red flag? Yeah.
Early red
Um,
flag too. I believe that's how we worded it. Early, out
early red flag.
the gate.
If if I take a girl somewhere and she know everybody, like everywhere we go,
I know
everywhere we go,
everybody.
somebody
cracking
know
up.
her, and it's always a dude. It's man, yo, hey, what's up? She just
Niggas
giving out
hugging your
hugs.
shorty. Niggas hugging your shorty.
She run around giving hugs like
Why is
Oprah
that a
giving
red
out cards.
Oh, what's
flag?
up, Tyrell?
I'm that type of person because I'm
And
really popular. I got a lot of
it's the
friends.
type of hug. Like if the dude hug
Yo,
your
is Mike's
shorty and pick her up
Jones
off her
messing
feet
up? Or
and
is
all
that just
that,
me?
or she wrap her
It's
legs
clear.
around dude, like nah, I've seen that before. Like it's happened to me before, and
that's-
I'm like, yo, girl, if you don't get off me in front of this nigga, like, dude, like who that? Like, nah, I'm just
Nah, I'm the homie. Peace.
Man.
I knew her in second grade, dog. That's it.
Nah, man,
Nah,
and knowing
nigga
this
said
person's
second grade.
I ain't
background,
catching no
trust me,
straight for no hoe.
she know a lot of people, man. That's all I'm gonna say. She know a lot.
I'm not trying to get nobody hurt. I wouldn't even do nothing like that.
Exactly, because you know
That's
how to move in a room
disrespectful,
full of
though. That's
vultures.
disrespectful.
Me personally, I think it's wild. Like I don't even participate. Like if I see a girl, she with her man or something like that, and she try to be overly frank, it's like nah. Because to me, that it's a certain level of like corniness that comes with that. Like it's like yeah, I got to show that. You know what I mean? Like I smashed her before. You don't even need to know. If you let me tell you, if she told you, then she told you. You know what I mean? Like to me that's corny stuff. Those dudes that need like they got to have that pumped up sense of like ego and shit. Like yeah, yo, bro, you see what I did in front of her man? It's just like if all my mans did that, I'd be like yo, you corny nigga. Like yo, you a corn.
Hold on. If I could, not to cut your wisdom, let me just bring up the homie, because I gotta ask him the same questions. We got to get everybody caught up to speed here. My man, $100,000. Show off, nigga.
Oh my god,
Start problems.
my more evil twin.
I'm
No, we
gonna bring
both
everybody
evil twin.
back up, though. Wanted to bring up my nigga Show Off. But yo, Show Off, if I could,
Let's go.
we were talking about early red flags in dating, and well, the most important question is if you out with your shorty or wife, would you allow another man, random guy, to purchase a drink for her? I'm going to mute and let you respond.
So early red flags first. One of the earliest red flags is the order in which she asks what you do for a living. The order in which she does this, because it's an important thing, because she should want to know. But if that's the only thing she's asking, then she's really not that interested in you as a human being. She's more interested in what you can do for her, because she looks at you as an asset rather than a human being. So it's nothing wrong with her asking, but if that's the primary thing that she's leaning on, and that's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? Then no, because I could go broke today. Do you not rock with me no more? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest red flags outside of that. But I will say this, it is important for ladies to ask that, because, you know, it'll let you know what you in for, number one. Number two, it's really more important to ask who a man is and the things he's done, because consistency will show you the trajectory that he on. If he's heading this way, you know what I'm saying, or heading this way. So, but what was the other part?
Now, first we want to speak about red flags, and then we wanted to know if you was at the bar with your wife or your shorty, and another random guy happened to offer her a drink, if you just letting it happen.
He wouldn't do that. Well, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. One, when I'm out with my lady, my missus, my wife, my love, everybody know that we together. You know what I'm saying? Because she on me like my outfit. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? So there is no mistaking or not acting like you didn't know, because you gonna know. Plus, my whole vibe, especially when I'm out and about, I'm mad cool. But when I'm in the street, I don't smile in nobody's face, and my demeanor says, chill out, he probably got it on him. So I don't think nobody's just gonna walk up to my lady trying to buy her new drink anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. That it just wouldn't be the thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a certain swagger you gotta have when you're out with your woman, man. It's like,
nah, you know what it is? It's kind of like a thin line too. Cause think about it. You don't want to, cause you don't underestimate no man's stupidity. So you don't want to cause something to trigger a man's pride into doing something dumb. But you also need for him to know it's that unspoken vibe that says, bro,
don't fuck around over here.
Respect. That's what it's called. Like, simply, it's called respect.
Nah,
like,
no,
I
we
understand you.
That
you
don't exist
understand me.
outside no more.
Yeah.
That don't exist outside no more.
And it's unfortunate. I mean,
it is unfortunate.
Yeah, man, I feel what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying. Like that fine line. When I look at you and I look at your partner, I understand that that's your partner, and I just be like, I understand, I get it.
Shout out to the fact that she got her hair blown in the wind right now. This looks like a scene from a movie right now. You understand me?
What I would like to say is hot. They keep the heat on 116 in here.
Yo, today we have the vixen.
Yo,
Look, the vixen in the movie Caught in the Breeze with her hair blown in the wind. Yesterday we had Mrs. Indubitably. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't tell me y'all don't love this podcast, bro.
Word.
God.
Erica, I sent you the link. Send it to Hashman.
And if you don't like the podcast,
Where's
it ain't our
Hashman?
fault that your life is the way that it is.
I'm gonna keep it
say
real.
that again. Say that again.
And if you don't like the podcast, it ain't our fault. Your life is the way that it is.
That's right.
You
It
feel
ain't our fault. You heard? We not responsible.
Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the nigga negotiating your deals.
You feel me? Hey, Erica, I saw that message too. So I don't trust niggas. Let me tell you something. You ain't supposed to trust niggas. You're supposed to trust men. You heard? It's not the same thing. Niggas do nigga shit.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact. You heard?
That's a fact.
Oh God.
Niggas.
Hey,
keep
yo,
it a whole bean.
conservative, funny as hell. Said they ain't out for your life that way. That was classic. That was.
I was waiting to say that all night, but you wasn't here.
Hey, yo. Yeah, man. But
I ain't gonna
lie, man. I was hype as hell to get to this motherfucker. I'm like, damn, bro, this convo taking like 100,000 years. I love you, baby. That convo was like a 15-year convo. You know what I'm saying?
Start agreeing with shit. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? You was right.
Compromising. Yeah.
On second thought,
I concur.
I'm gonna do better, bitch.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even one of those. It was actually a good
I'm
one.
fucking around.
But it's like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. It's like
Tread carefully.
this right here is proof of what I said before. Hey, y'all remember one of the earlier podcasts when I said, yo, most men are really the same for real? We don't like long, drawn-out combos. We don't like it. That shit is like the nastiest medicine on the planet. We really just like doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I be feeling bad getting off the video call and shit. I be like, yeah, gotta go.
Yo, you ever took that wait and exhale breath?
You know I be
I don't
putting the
know.
clock. You know I put you on the clock.
No. He'd be like, "Bang, you said that 14 times already, babe."
Rashida the only person I talk to long-winded though.
That's
But
what's
I'm not
up.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
I talk
you,
to
yeah,
That's how
everybody
you
on
know you actually
FaceTime
rock with her though,
for long.
because men
yeah,
don't
I don't
like
even be
that
looking at
shit.
the clock. Honestly, I'm just
yo,
fucking
I ain't
around.
gonna hold
It'd be
you. Get a
like 3
grand
hours. I'll
total.
be like, God damn! I was like, yo, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta work at 5 hours from now. I gotta be out.
Watch
So
Yeah,
this.
I'm
going
like,
Watch
back to
this. Hey, yo,
what Mike
W.
said,
What
I
happened?
think it was Mike said a red flag is if she know everybody. Who said that?
Mike.
That's
Mike.
facts.
Okay.
Chaotic
Really?
Put
Morgan.
your mic on, Mike.
Yeah, because
Unmute
your mic
yourself,
on,
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, he doing it on purpose,
Yeah,
man.
my son is the GOAT. Oh, that's GOAT
but
activities,
going
man.
back to that
He
thing,
brought the
I'm the
ice
type of
out.
person that know everybody, and then when I be on the phone with people, they be on the phone with me for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Me and my homies, I got male friends, I got homies. We be on the phone for like an hour, but we just be talking like they talk to me like one of the guys. I always been like that. Like
But you
I've
know, but
always
let me
been one
tell
of the
you
guys.
why. I could tell you why though. Because you're not in a relationship with them. That's the difference. It's like when you're not in a
Yeah.
relationship with a woman, the convos be way more cool. But it's like as soon as that title hit, it's like, oh,
What
and
you
I and
doing?
I, see what ends up
aggravating.
happening. Yo, what ends up happening? Show off. I gotta start hearing all your problems.
What's good?
That's
So
what ends up happening. Like it becomes like from a mutual thing. Like when we homies, it's cool because we sharing problems. Like I got my shit going on and I can talk to you. Now when we get in a relationship, let me tell you what happened. You got 15 minutes, and I ain't gonna hold you. You have, and I'm putting a timer on. You got 15 minutes
That
before
nigga
I'm
took his
like,
glasses off.
I am
facts.
no
I was about to
longer
say, you know it's
What you
real.
entertaining
mean
you.
that?
He took the
I am not
glasses off.
entertaining yo, and I'm just gonna be like, wrap it up. We got to resolve this.
Damn.
Scorpio shit.
Yo,
I'm
but
not
check
gonna
this
hold
out.
you.
Watch this. I'm about to show y'all ladies something, right? Now, Rashida, I'm gonna
I'll
point to you real
screenshot my
quick,
joint.
right?
You'll see a bunch of 15-minute timers on there. Like that's all you
We
get.
miss you too.
Watch this. Hey, Rashida,
Aw.
you remember when I was saying this in one of the earlier episodes, right? Now watch this. Let me show you the stuff that we willing to put up with when we actually like you. AOW, when you first got with a woman that you really liked, right? What's the longest phone conversation you ever had with her, bro? In the
Oh my
beginning.
God, man.
Burn the cinder.
Bro, I think I had a conversation. I met her the day before, had a conversation starting on like lunchtime, my lunch break. And I think the only reason why we hung up the phone was like a day and a half later was because my phone overheated.
Bruh, a day and
What
a
you mean a
half.
day and
I
a
swear to
half?
God, it was a
Speaking
day
of
and a
red
half
flags,
later.
Half.
Nah, he
What you
not
mean
capping,
speaking of
yo.
red
36
flags? Hold up.
I'm
It'll be
joking.
until the
36
sun come up,
hours.
yo.
And it would have been
That's a
longer.
bid.
So the thing is, it would have been longer, but I ended up being like, oh shoot, she was in the middle of saying something. Oh, and I when I tell you that this woman, I'm mad I let that one go. I jumped in
The
the
ones
car
that
because
got
she
away.
was in the middle of saying something. I jumped in the car, drove to her house, and I was like, what were you saying? And we finished our conversation.
That
That's
that's
It was
some
fire.
And that
that's
that
was
some
it.
deep.
fire
That's
magical
that's
love,
fire.
Yo,
Yo,
That's
did you
power.
see Chaotic's wheels turning when he said the one I let go? Wish I would have kept her. Did you see Chaotic's wheels turning
Don't do that.
when he
listen,
said that? Yo, my bro be in
Stir the
topic mode, you
pot.
Look, the
heard?
next kept
Nah,
with
because
the
I was
next
Stir the
thinking like,
pot.
you saw
because
it,
like,
right?
dude, I was thinking like, do we want to talk about that? And then I think about people in their current situations and like,
nah, you
I
can
guess
talk about
the
it. It's
single.
fine.
All right, we'll let the single people chime in.
We all
Let's
had
go.
that. Look, I'm transparent, you heard?
The one that got away, ironically, the one that got away is the one that put that voodoo on me.
Uh-oh.
He was a really no, but for real, he was such a sweet guy. I ain't gonna say I deserved it because I didn't, but he was such a nice and sweet guy. But I was so young and immature and feeling myself and in my bag that I didn't appreciate him. I took him for granted, and now I still think about him sometimes because it's like I wonder where he doing. But I know enough to know that he's such a good man that I just want him to be happy. You feel me? But yeah, that definitely. I used to cry over him a lot. Then that was once I realized how much I messed up.
You love him.
Mm.
You
Man, I
know
still
how you
do.
know how much you gotta care about a person to actually want them happy, even if it's not with you. That's love.
Yeah, man. I
People
don't take
be
that love
listen,
stuff
man.
lightly.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't, bro. People don't be wanting motherfuckers to be happy if they not
Nah.
involved, man.
No.
Nah.
Like,
You ain't gonna be
That's
happy
love.
without me.
That's
Well,
love.
well,
Gosh.
actually, I do. I broke up with every single girlfriend I ever had.
Oh wow, bro, you just, bro. I'm gonna help you out.
Because you love them
Hey,
so much.
hey, Sheedy, your days
That's
and
my
numbered.
guy. I'm gonna just give him
Nah,
30 seconds.
wait. Yo, he's so
I'm gonna give him 30
fucking-
seconds.
I love her, bro.
I'm gonna
Because
give
this
you
is how I feel. Whatever's for me is for me, and that's it. That's all.
Yo,
If we
that
don't
gotta be your
last, we
next
don't
T-shirt.
last.
Your next T-shirt don't even gotta have words. This what it gotta have, right? It gotta have shoulders and arms like this. I swear to God.
With the eyebrows.
I ain't even get to put no context on my shit, nigga. Damn.
I'm
I was
married to
just
one that
saying.
got away.
I broke up with them
Wow.
So
for a reason,
I
nigga.
feel good about that. I mean, she I actually like she didn't even get away. I fucked up. I fumbled the bag. Like niggas, like fellas, we know, know what I mean? Like we know when we fumbled the bag.
Oh hell yeah, you
We
know when you
don't do
fumble
it
the bag.
often. Females be coming to it like, yeah, you fumbled me. No, I didn't, shorty. I let you go. But we know
Right.
when we fumbled.
Let them know.
We know when we fumbled. And yeah, I
That's a
fumbled.
fact.
And
That's
I was
an actual
young. I was
fact.
dumb. I didn't think that I wanted to be settled down. I thought I wanted to still be out and about doing a bunch of yada, yada, yada.
Mhm.
I mean, a couple years ago, she came back into my life by the grace of God. Know what I'm saying? What's meant to be will be. I mean, and now, know what I'm saying? She locked the nigga down for life, right?
So here's the
bag.
funny part, AK.
Fire.
If this woman were to come back into my life, I wouldn't accept her.
Why
Wow.
not?
Okay,
That's
in
wild.
that
That's
time-
wild.
Now, in that time when I was younger, I was like, shit, because it was so
Yo.
hey, Erica, because there was so much that she had to offer and so much that I
See
had
what's
to
going
learn.
on.
I'm
You
just
know,
letting
yeah.
everybody know that Hess is currently still on the clock. He said he'll hop on in about an hour. He's leaving out of the Bronx.
That's all right. We got his other half,
That's
you
cool.
heard?
Hey,
Oh,
So,
God.
so Erica,
Hey, yo,
we need
W.
you to
Yeah.
say rockhead ass nigga at least 3 times in this
Yo,
joint,
W,
right?
I know why you wouldn't take her back for real. I heard what you said, but I know
Mhm.
the real reason.
She ain't
Because
got
I'm
to
listening.
you had that day and a half combo with her, and now you realize she talked too much.
You said what?
Because you
She
had that
talked
day
too
and a
much.
half
It's
combo with her,
crazy.
now you realize she talked too much. You don't
No.
want that look. You
No.
don't want that whole term, my
No,
boy.
the funny thing about it is I wouldn't, because I realize now, like I've seen her recently, and I realize now she doesn't know how to handle adversity.
She
And
don't look the
I'm
same. That's what it
I'm a
is. He's seen her
real-
recently.
Yeah,
She
no, and
beat.
she's still
Let
no. Don't get it
herself
twisted. Don't get it
She
twisted.
beat.
She's still bad.
mean?
Like she's still
She's
gorgeous.
No,
She's still lovely. But I realize that like as I've gotten older, there's certain shit I just don't tolerate no more. Certain shit that used to be cute, like
Yeah.
like that annoying ass whine. Like don't fucking whine around me, man. Like I'll just be like, I'll just look at you real weird. Like I can talk to you guys like that. I
Yo,
was
that
forced
shit
with
made
me.
him made the face
But
on
I'll just
somebody
be like,
farting.
yo, like you gotta chill with that. Like we can be adults.
No, but I noticed
It ain't all
every
your fault.
time I get on here, I'm either in a robe or in my night clothes, and everybody else is just fully dressed.
Well,
That's
how
all right.
Really,
How
We
come,
chilling.
Erica?
We
When
chill.
you know
Maybe
that
go
you gonna
put
be
my
on here, you the only one
PJs
that
Your
can
on.
put it.
lounge attire,
no.
dog.
I'm at the
Maybe
crib.
go
I
put
got
my
a big
PJs
ass
on,
t-shirt
man.
and some headphones
Right, I'll
on.
put the SpongeBob
Pull
on
a
in a
page
minute.
out,
Yo,
head
get
throw the robe
No,
on.
not SpongeBob.
I'm gonna
What's
bust
the
out the Eagles
Feel me?
fucking
pajama
Minions?
pants on y'all niggas.
We big comfy.
I'm
Yo,
out
But
here
send Evie. I'm
being
about
like
to send
the
Evie a
flannel
link, yo.
man.
Let's send Evie a link.
Yeah,
But yeah,
send
some
Evie a
people
link.
just
Yeah.
grow up,
Evie,
and
Evie.
I think at the time when
Evie,
I guess her
what's
that one
up?
relationship she was in, she really digressed, man. I don't know whatever happened, and I wish her well in her journey.
Mhm.
But that's
Broke
not
her heart.
something that wasn't me. There was a lot of years that transpired.
It was the
You
start,
did
Will.
it.
It was the start.
But
that way fast.
You know how you know when the man guilty? When he be like,
This was the start.
As soon as you hear that shit, how 50 said, or whatever they say he did that shit.
I mean, I probably had a part.
Nah, I don't
in
like
it.
that shit.
I might have had a part to play, but
Yo.
that wasn't me.
Hey, yo, look at my son AK right now.
Morpheus.
AK, you look like you did it, bro.
AK,
I think he
man, I put
frozen.
my
Oh, he
flannel on
frozen.
for you tonight.
He frozen.
I'm over
That's
here like,
fire.
yo,
That's
Morpheus.
it had
fire.
to
Yeah,
be
you gotta
something.
keep that,
I'm
Joe.
like,
That's a whole portrait.
That is
Screenshot.
fire. Oh, where'd it go? Hold
Absolute
up.
fire.
Oh, it's not frozen
yeah.
no more.
Oh,
There you go.
fire.
There's that guilty smile.
I told you, like he did it.
Yep, he did
He
it.
like he did it and got away with
Like,
it.
he did it.
Called him red-haired.
Oh, that was fire. See what you did there.
Yo.
That bars.
I got wordplay.
That I already know. I heard. Listen, I heard the track. I already know. You heard? On me.
Heard Uncle Steve.
You
Uh,
gangster. You actually fire, bro.
Nah, me and Ira used to do our thing back in the day.
Nah, bro. You still fire right now, bro. On me.
Shit, nigga. Come to the booth.
Hey, look, listen, man. All I never
Charlotte.
needed was an address, my boy. We close.
So check it out. I want to ask,
Right in
I
Charlotte.
want to ask the women a question while we got a few here.
Oh Lord.
No, ain't
There you
nothing
go.
crazy going on. Let me see. I'll add conservative back here. Jay, you can rock with me.
I said, what up,
All right.
ladies? I was like, I don't know what do I bestow?
Now, I just wanted to ask, like, as women, how do you rank men? Oh, Rashida's back. Perfect timing. I gotta take you down now, Jay. It's only right, brother. So I just want to ask. I wish conservative was here, but she's away right now. How do you rank men? And I'll let anybody answer. I'm gonna just mute.
But based on what? Just like in
What do you
general,
mean?
or
Oh yeah, I'm confused.
Hey, Evie.
Hey, y'all.
Evie is back in the
What's
building.
up, y'all?
He's back.
Hey.
I feel like you've been going forever.
Yeah,
How
I'll be
are
going.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Living life like it's golden.
I know
As you
that's right.
should.
Back.
What's up with y'all? I miss y'all.
Definitely miss you too. Oh man, we even spoke about
Absolutely.
it's been so much that's happened. Let me bring everybody up so everyone can say hi. Hey.
Hey, y'all.
You're
What up,
muted.
Evie?
I
And
am.
what up, Kristen?
Hey.
Oh, we had an
Nah,
accident.
I was
I'm
muted.
gonna
What's
take
up,
my
Is it
Evie?
Kristen too? Like, what the hell?
Hey,
Oh,
yo.
what up, Kristen? I didn't know you was
Everybody up
over
here.
there.
Yo, I'm
Exactly. I
sitting
made
this
a
show,
peep.
yo.
I ain't even see you.
What up,
My
yo?
bad.
What's
Damn,
up?
the whole gang's all here.
Whole gang is here.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be
Well, it's about to get
trouble.
interesting now, isn't it?
Told you I'm gonna be out there in 2 weeks, yo. Y'all better have
Good.
Hey,
some bottles ready
hey, we got the full
at the
staff on
at
standby.
the
Hey, we gotta ask
headquarters.
Evie the red flag question.
All right, true. So
Ooh.
this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
We
reduce
gotta
the
ask
panel.
Evie the red flag
Let's go.
question.
All right, we're gonna reduce the panel just for a second, right? We're gonna have to ask Kristen as well, so we'll get Kristen right up here as well. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you handle this one. You got this, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
You got it?
So, in a relationship, what is the first red flag that just ends it for you?
Did
I freeze?
I think the first one is when you're talking too much about yourself. Like everything is just me, and at no point do you give me a chance to have a conversation with you. That's just, I feel like that's just the number one red flag.
Basically, an overly conceited man.
Well, I mean, I don't think if someone talks about themselves so much that they're conceited, but I just kind of feel like if you're having a conversation with someone and it's like, yeah, because I used to work for this firm, or yeah, I used to hang out with Drake, or I used to do this and this and this, and it's like time is going by and there's no question like about the other.
The conversation is a two-way street.
Yeah, so I feel like to me that's just kind of like, okay, like you don't care anything about the type of person I am, or you don't want to get to know me at all, or you're just interested in talking about yourself, and I just kind of, it's like it's like an ick kind of thing. So I would say that's just the number one red flag.
I heard, and that's heavy. I want to ask the same question to Kristen. If you're engaging with someone, what is a red flag? One of the initial red flags that would just deter you from the entire situation.
I think improper emotional response. So like when somebody goes overboard or gets mad for no reason, like we just sitting here sipping lemonade, talking, why is you throwing shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that just goes overboard for no reason.
You gotta unmute yourself, bro.
Mute yourself, bro. I'm like, wait, is he talking?
I'm sorry, E.
He pulled the
E
mic.
gotta unmute herself too. E, can you unmute yourself, E? Libra goddess.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
forgot y'all for a minute. Yeah, my number one flag is hygiene. If you stink, you're done. It's over. You're not getting no conversation, no time, no nothing because you stink. Like I can't do a stinky man. Like, I can't.
Let me bring everybody back.
Big facts.
I mean, and it's vice versa. Like, no man
Oh,
wants a stinky woman.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, I didn't
hygiene
even
is,
think
like, number
about
one.
odor. I didn't even think about that
Yeah,
because
that's a
it's like
big no-no.
it's like an expectation at this point. Like,
I
the
expect
fuck?
adults
And it's like,
to, yeah,
it's like
I
it
expect adults
almost
not to
makes you
stink.
think like
So
you're grown. Why do you stink? Like, you just
That's
wake up and
hilarious.
be like, you know what? I'm gonna stink today. Like, I'm not gonna wash. Like, it's cool. Like, no.
That is,
No.
oh
say,
my
yo,
god.
like you woke up like I'm a stink today.
Because I guess it's been
Hilarious.
so long since I've been around a funky motherfucker.
Like, it's crazy. It's like, oh, it's cold outside. If I take a shower, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
nah,
sick, so I'm gonna
that's
just stink.
You
that's
know
crazy.
somebody stink when they stink when it's cold.
Like, what happened?
That's
Right.
crazy.
Deodorant on a
Dead
musty
of
arm
winter,
is
you standing
horrible.
outside, man's got a bubble vest on, bubble
Yo, they
jacket.
take
Hey,
off their
second
coat and
grade?
you just smell them. Like, what the
Word.
fuck? Like,
Crazy.
Fully clothed and stink. Clothes might be new, but they still stink.
smell like straight, like forgotten.
Outside.
I'm gonna keep it
Forgotten.
real.
Like,
I think it's worse for women though. Like
It is.
guys, you may be at the gym, you may be doing manual labor or something. I don't feel like it's ever a reason for a woman to smell bad. Ever.
women
just
don't
But it's
go to
don't
bad
the
on
gym
believe
or
in
both
it.
do
parts
manual
because
labor.
women got the fishy smell and the men smell like onions.
Look,
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
That's not
Bitch,
an internal thing. That's like an inside thing.
yeah,
Like
let me watch you eat a few times. I'm gonna be like, I know exactly what you smell like, boss.
Yo,
Let me watch this breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll be like,
like your
Garlic
body
naan?
is spoiled. Your
And then for
body's
you
spoiled.
to like try
yo,
and take it to the next level and be
so
sexual
disgusting.
with it, like, ooh girl, wait until I get to you tonight. Like, no, because you won't be here. You're done.
listen. I think I'm a little retentive. I'm even watching water intake.
Yo.
No, you
Yo,
should
can we
watch
talk
that.
Very,
You definitely
very
should
important.
watch
Can we please talk about that? Because there are a lot of people who do not drink water. There are people who will sit there and say water is nasty, and they will not drink a sip of water throughout the day. They drinking soda and coffee and juice, and it's like, yo, your body is disgusting.
You know
Like,
what they're saying in that moment, AK?
I feel like if you're not drinking water, I can't deal with you. Like,
They're saying life is nasty because water is life. Water is life. You die. If you died not taking something in for a certain amount of time and you can die from that and you don't like it, one, you living on an edge. I don't trust you. You gonna hurt
You
because
two
you hurt
know,
yourself.
I bet not never hear an adult say, I don't like water. Like,
I don't like water.
It's facts though.
You
Like,
ain't
I
gotta
drink
like
water,
it.
but I
out there
can't
that don't
stand
like
drinking water. It's disgusting.
Gotta like
Water
it.
is nasty. Y'all can say what you want. I drink plenty of water, but it's nasty. It tastes like cold spit. I'm cool.
Oh
But
shit.
that's the thing. You don't have to like it, but your body literally needs it. So if
Bro.
you,
I
if you
drink
say
plenty
I'm not
of water,
drinking
but I
water
don't.
because
It's
I don't
nasty.
like it, I'm
I'm
looking
telling
at
you.
you sideways every
What?
time.
Whoever
I'm not
don't
sick of
drink
y'all.
water, you know they skin
Oh.
salty as hell. If they don't drink water, they skin salty as a motherfucker.
And hence the
This is the
smells that
fact.
come out of people because there's not enough water.
Facts.
Listen.
The inside thing.
That's
Wait,
not
Kristen,
sweat.
Kristen, you never tried to switch up the different brands of waters that you drink?
Yes, because all waters are not the same.
I prefer Fiji water or Smart water over the others because they
Yeah,
have.
I'm
I
bougie
guess.
too. I like that Fiji.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie though. That 7-Eleven alkaline water. Oh
Nah,
my
that shit is
god.
fire. Hell yeah.
Well, see,
Y'all gotta get put on the game.
but women can't drink a lot of alkaline water, or your pH goes off, and then you're funky. So
Women who
He
don't
wants
drink water, they sweat enzymes. That's
Smelling
not
like
sweat no more.
dolphin
That's
hoof.
enzymes.
Dolphin hoof?
Oh God,
That was
Yeah,
a
only
dolphin
drink
hoof.
water that's pH balanced. Like,
that's acid. Tell
Yeah, I
me.
only drink water, and sometimes I drink juice, like natural juice, but I only drink water.
Smell
I don't
like
know what
old
happened.
sponge
She
and
just
batteries.
cut out
Yeah,
for a
she
second.
said ain't no
Nah,
head noise.
that's something on
Yeah,
her
cut
end. I
out.
was about to say, damn, she
Yeah,
got
she had
cooked.
cut out. So look, we're gonna do a quick little reset just to remind the people what they watching, what's going on here. Just give me 1 second. This is Nothing Left to Do But One podcast, episode 45. Title was Kevin Samuels, right? We haven't quite gotten there yet. The vibes is real good. We got a returning guest, Evie, in the building. Good to see you. Are we still creating art? What's going on in the
Yeah,
world?
you know, it's crazy. Before, as I was watching and listening to y'all, I am working on something now. I just finished something that I donated to this small record shop in Middlesex yesterday, but I'm working on something else just to kind of, because I'm about to have an art sale, so everything has to go. So I can make more space for like 2024 artwork. So I have a lot of artwork since 2013 all the way until last year that has to go. So yes, I'm still working on art. I'm still working and grinding, spending more family time. And obviously from my post, I'm in a relationship now. So that occupies my time as well.
Understood. As if I could, as far as the art, if some of us wanted to get a hold of some of this art, or is it for sale? You donating it? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, most of it is for sale right now. So anybody that wants art could just hit me up. You have my text, you have my Facebook. I really don't want to mail it out because it's just the process and trying to bubble wrap it, put it in a box. And I just can't take the chance of it being punctured and broken and stuff like that. So I would prefer to like just reach me on my phone or like I said on Facebook. I even have an email as well. And I will like take pictures of it, and it's like everything is one of one. It's yours. Nobody has anything, and things range from $35 to like $300. Like nothing more, nothing less. But it has to go. It's like I can't keep this art in my house because it's not up. So I think that other people will appreciate it. So yeah.
All right. Well, like y'all heard it. They range from $35 to $1,000. You heard? So like, I'm just playing. She said 300.
I did. It's nothing more than that. Yeah.
I love art, so I'm definitely gonna check that out.
All right.
Bring up the panel. Bring everybody back up. You know, have an open panel for a bit. I'll drop down as we are at max capacity. We'll leave it open for a bit. All right.
Dad, we have max capacity.
Yo, Ira, check your phone when you get a sec. But yo, showcase some of your shit. You got some near you?
I mean, I have one thing I'm working on now near me, but yeah, I could let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second.
As we waited with bated breath.
Will dusted off his shirt. He not even around nothing dirty. Gosh, you're bougie.
You said what?
Yeah, I wonder if she does the.
I said you over there dusted off your shirt. Ain't nothing on that t-shirt.
You know, I'm probably the least bougie person, but I actually just got finished smoking. There was ash right there, and it wouldn't come off. It was like on my scarf at first, then it dropped right there, and
Well,
I
I
got
need a
mad.
scarf.
Huh?
I need a scarf.
I got you.
I need one.
Plenty of them. Plenty. People actually make them for me. It's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh
dope.
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need one. Right now is perfect timing. It's cold out, and I can
I'll
use
take
one.
them.
You know, people rock with you when they spend time creating something for you.
Absolutely. I got like the dopest. It's a red, black, and green scarf, and it has like a dark purple trim around it.
Mhm.
The Joker, it goes down to my kneecaps. But I was
Dope.
like, and it's such a dope scarf. Somebody just
Dope.
made it and sent it to me.
So are you selling it or are you donating?
Hell no, I keep them.
Yo, he said that like, yo, don't disrespect my shit.
Word.
Hey, yo,
This
that,
for
he,
me.
like, he took offense. Like, hell no. These is mine. You heard how she just said one of one? These are one of ones.
One of one.
That's
Listen,
a fact.
all love. Like, these are one. Like the one, I ain't ever gonna get one of them again.
Nah, that's real though.
I got one that's
Oh,
like
nah.
it's like a
Nice,
all it's like black
Rashida.
with silver in it. I can't get another one. I don't even know who gave me that one. It's somewhere.
Wow,
I was
that's
wondering
dope.
what you was working over there, Sheeta.
Oh, that took. I feel like that took forever. All right, I
You're
started
muted.
this, but it's not finished. I muted.
Oh, that's nice.
No, not you, not you.
I'm not.
Oh shit.
I'm not finished
Like
with
it.
this one, but this is what I was working on when I was like listening, watching y'all. This is done. This gotta go.
Super dope.
Shit is
Super
hard.
dope. Very
That
Oh,
looks
that's
so
abstract.
pretty in my
fire.
room.
Super dope. Very abstract.
Um,
That's pretty too.
yeah, everything is like.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I got a like a
Yeah.
portrait scenery type person.
I like that one.
Definitely stay consistent because you're talented.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Yeah. And let me ask you a question, right? So
Yeah.
when with your artwork, right? Like you see how you said this one's not done. Like this, because I'm not gonna lie, from what I've seen,
Uh-huh.
I really feel like, because I can tell you passionate about it, because art speaks, right? When the mouth doesn't.
Yeah.
So they're not just, I'm not just seeing paintings, like I can hear them, right? So I know for a fact they're gonna sell and the price is gonna go up. Do you do like half finished or unfinished pieces? Because a lot of the times the like unfinished work wind up in the end being worth way more big money. You know what I'm saying? Just like your earliest pieces will become some of your most priceless pieces as well.
I have some stuff that's like undone still, but I don't like to. I think it's what to me. I think it's kind of whack to look undone. So let me see.
Now, that first one was fire, and you said that
Crazy.
was undone. That first one was
That
fire.
first one was
The
lit.
green yellow.
No, I thought that shit was finished.
No, it's not finished yet.
Right.
Like this
But
is
see that one
like,
is dope as is.
Yeah, that joint.
like it's
But-
unfinished. Like it
But
needs-
that's the thing. Think about it. So is life.
That
Oh,
joint,
shit.
right?
No, you
Just
been-
as
you
it is
getting
fire.
deep. He getting deep.
Yeah,
on
that's
that shit.
like
No,
that.
that's fire. That's fire, bro.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me see. I think I got just a few more, and then that's it, y'all. But it's like it's just
Yeah, she's talented. That's dope.
Well, how much is that one that the first one that you just showed?
The one she working on now with the green and yellow.
I'm gonna have her put her
Yeah.
contact
That was
information in
crazy.
the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Show Off said he's gonna buy it for me. So
Oh, you know how you
Y'all
know
heard
he
it first.
lied? I don't
Y'all-
buy gifts
y'all-
from him. That's
y'all-
how you
y'all heard
know
it
he
first.
lied.
Y'all heard it first. It's a sin-
Word is bond. Don't. But God said I bought it. Don't believe him. Don't believe it. You
No,
heard?
honestly, yo, I buy my homies
It's for
gifts.
everybody.
Nah, you know what I will do though? I'll write my homie a check so he go get what he want. But I'm not
Oh, yeah.
shopping for no man, bro.
No, I mean, I'm not saying
Why?
shopping. I'll
Now you
definitely
just
get.
saying the Cash App, man.
Yeah,
Well,
fact.
yeah,
I'm not
you
shopping
be
for
like,
no
Nah,
man,
so
bro.
so
What's
it
wrong
was
with that though?
I'm
a
not
homie
shopping
of
for a
mine.
man like I'm not fixing the man to plate of food.
No, I'm not
No,
doing that. I'm not doing that.
wondering
Man laws. I went
Here
through
we
some of
go
the
with
man
the
laws.
it was,
man numbers. Which
um,
one is this one? What number is that one?
1,412.
No.
It was a situation. He like it was a guitar. He would like it. Some shit happened. He wasn't able to get it. So a couple of us put our money together. I put the bulk amount. Was the first one to say like, "Yo, he does like he's a good dude. He deserves it. So why not? You know what I mean?"
Yeah, that's why
I
y'all
believe
should
that
have
for anybody.
put the money together.
need a new
and
guitar.
allowed him to go pick it up.
I need a
Why
new
he
guitar.
not?
Why
We
my
went and got it
office
for him.
didn't give me a Gibson Les Paul.
We got ain't nobody getting
Ooh,
goddamn
that's
Gibson Les Paul. You better
what?
get the fuck out of
They
here.
got
You know
more
that come
ones
with
now.
a lifetime of wealth. That
Hold on, let me-
ain't no joke.
Let me ask the fellas a question real quick, right? Say you and your homie is just out on the Ave somewhere, you're downtown,
Gibson
you're in
Les.
the shopping area, right? And you seen a sweatsuit. Would you look at your homie and say, you know what? I'm gonna get this sweatsuit for you, bro. You gonna would you
Now-
dress him?
Now
Hell no,
here's the
nigga.
thing. Here's the thing. If my homie could not afford the sweatsuit,
Ew.
I know I
don't
can
don't put
afford to.
contingencies on it.
I'm not
saying,
gonna
no,
come out and
real
Yo,
say,
shit.
in the
So
South,
yo,
if
let me
he
buy
not
this
broke.
sweatsuit for you.
if I'm
He's
getting my
not
nigga
poor.
shit, I'm
oh no, I'm
going
not
to
doing
it with
that.
him. I'm getting
Absolutely
niggas
not.
like concert tickets, and
Oh
we
no, there's
all
no reason.
mobbing.
That's
No.
different. You know why? Because it's an event.
Exactly.
It's a place to go to.
I'm not
You feel me?
sizing no nigga up saying you're gonna look good in this sweatsuit.
Bro, that's
Yeah, like
crazy,
I ain't
bro.
This
buying
Nike
Mike a
Tech would look
sweatsuit.
good on you, nigga. Hell no.
That's
Like
crazy,
I was,
bro.
I was,
like,
I was. Nah, first of all, you gotta know your man's size to even do that. Like, yo, I know what size.
Right, bro. Like, why
That's
do
a
you know
little
your
too
homeboy
personal, know
size,
what I'm
bro?
saying?
That's
Why
like
do
you
I know what
waiting.
size pants you wear, my nigga? I don't
Like
need to know
honest
what
to
size
God,
pants
The
like
you
only
wear.
niggas who get
honest to God
personalized
though,
gifts
like
for
I've
me
had
is my
bracelets
big
on
brother and
my
my
wrist,
dad.
and
And
they be
that's
like,
You
what I
can't
"Yo,
do
I
do.
that.
love
Like,
that
yo,
bracelet," and I be
you
like, "Yo,
about
you
a,
can have it. I'll
you
just
about
take
a
the bracelet
42
off
on
to
the
give it to
waist?
you."
all right.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to make
Yeah,
things
just a
interesting.
bracelet.
No, nah, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about how you gonna stand yo? You look about 38 on the waist. That's
Oh no,
crazy.
ain't
Yo,
nobody doing all
yo,
that.
Loud,
That's
why are you looking
Weird.
at this
yo,
man
That's
that is
weird.
waist 40,
wild,
right?
Now,
flagrant.
if it was like I said, if it was a
That's
situation
crazy.
where he didn't have and I was able to like give, of course I'm gonna
That's
figure out. You know what I mean?
But
But
so you
if it
would
wasn't,
buy it for him instead of just giving him the bread
Just
for it?
instead of just cash apping them.
You can't
yeah. I'm gonna
dress
just
no
give you the
man,
bread.
bro.
I
Yeah,
mean, on some
you
real
go get
shit,
yourself something.
on
Know
some
what I
real
mean?
shit, if he can't afford that outfit, he likely ain't even got his phone on.
Nah,
If
that's a
in
reach.
my
That's a
eyes,
reach. That's a reach. That's a reach.
I'm
You
sorry.
know,
Like
All
like
right, well,
listen,
I
we
know,
go, hey,
listen.
I'm
dude,
sorry,
Dudes
if you
bro.
keep that
Excuse me.
phone
I know
on.
broke motherfuckers. I'm
No
I
sorry.
can go get the
Dudes,
cash
I
out
know some
dudes
for
broke
you,
keep
my
that
nigga,
motherfuckers.
and
phone
you can
on,
go get your own suit. Know what I
or they
mean?
gonna have that text
The
now
woman is
number.
laughing at us. So they
I
laughing at
go
us.
get the
Hold up.
cash out for you, my nigga. Like, but I'm not gonna go buy it. Nah, I'm good.
No, can't
I'm
do it,
good.
man. Man
I'm gonna
law,
give the
man.
women a chance.
Man, law. Let them know. Let them
That's
know.
serious, bro. Like,
See,
no,
ladies is different because y'all are wear to each other clothes and shit. Know what I
No, the
mean?
bro,
fuck,
they
No,
get
the
naked
fuck I
around each
don't.
other. That's
no,
how
the
you know
fuck
it's
we
different.
don't.
They get,
No.
they'll be in front of, they be in their drawers and all that in front of each other.
What
They
ass
ain't
nigga
doing
in
that.
front of your best friend?
So you ain't never been in a situation
No,
where you
nigga,
was changing your
no.
clothes. You was
No.
changing your
No.
clothes
He never been to the
No.
locker room.
Don't even finish. Don't
Before
even
you
finish
even
that.
get
No.
started,
Don't
nah.
even finish that
Think
statement.
about what you had to go on.
Yeah.
Somebody
None
lied.
of none of you.
You had to call it a
Yeah.
situation.
Somebody
I
lied.
don't
No.
even
Somebody lied.
bro.
Nah, get the fuck out of it. Wait. What did you just say? What did you just ask?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Have
Yeah,
you
you.
ever been in a situation where you're changing your clothes? And I don't mean full on ass naked. You never changed your clothes in front of your homie?
Oh man.
I changed the
No.
hoodie in front of my
Why
homie.
I
That's
will
cool.
probably in my room where
I'm
my clothes
swapping
is
a
at.
hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm taking my
Why
jacket off.
listen, why is my homie in my room where my clothes is at?
I'm like, nigga,
Number
I'm about to go
one.
get
Yeah,
changed.
that's
I'll be
weird.
upstairs.
That's number one.
like
We
fucking
chill in living rooms
A little
and on
strange.
porches, you heard? On the
You feel
steps.
me?
So your homie never came and sat on a chair in your room and y'all just
That
playing
nigga ain't
games?
never been in my
while
room
I'm
for
taking my
what?
clothes off, no, nigga.
That's
While I'm
gay.
getting
That's
dressed.
never.
What you
Different.
think?
He
You
said
think
while
the
you
seats in
dressing.
my
That's
room
crazy.
softer or
All
something?
right, so
Like, why
I'll
would he
say
be in
this.
my room?
So I will say this. When I was younger, early 20s, my room was the spot. Now, I mean, I used to do some.
You
Know
was
what I mean?
probably burning it down, had broads
Yeah,
in
know what I
there.
mean?
It wasn't just you and the nigga in your drawers.
Exactly. Now, I mean, it was never no
Rashida, your
situation where I'm
mind is
getting just.
I
Yo,
ain't
crazy.
say just
I
a
used to
nigga
have.
in his
It used to be
drawers.
called the
Yeah,
green room.
Rashida,
Know
you
what I
She
mean?
is
If
bugging on
you
wild.
knew
that.
about it,
You're a
you
Your
knew
wild
about
mind
it.
is
girl.
Yeah, everybody
crazy.
had a green room. That
Know what I
is
mean?
true.
Right.
You knew about the
Everybody
green
had a
room
green
from
room.
That's a fact.
Everybody
2010
got a
to
bathroom.
motherfucking 2013. You
So
knew. Know what I mean? You
those
knew
songs
right what court. You knew right what court. Know what I
because
mean?
it be like 4 or 5 dudes in the room playing the video game, smoking, and I always thought that was weird. So the fact that y'all are confirming that was weird I appreciate y'all.
Video
Nah, if
game
it's
ain't
a
got shit
blunt
to do with it.
cipher, that's probably the smoke room. That's different.
And like I said, that was when we
That's the
was
one
younger.
spot in the
Now,
crib
as
where
an
it's
adult,
gonna smell like bud because you don't want the rest of the crib smelling like it. Feel me?
facts.
That's different. Well, I'm
Yo, I
talking
ain't
about
stepping down to my drawers in front of
you
my
not here,
mans. That's
Like, yeah,
and it
loud,
ain't gonna
yo.
be my
Changing in
bedroom.
front. I
The
would
smoke
literally
room ain't
niggas
gonna
would be
never
in
be
my
where I
room
sleep.
smoking, and I
That's
would go
number
to the
one.
bathroom to change. Get the fuck out of
Exactly.
here.
Like,
Like,
take
I'm
your
not
clothes to the
changing in front of my
bathroom. Like
That's
this.
like
I'm gonna
that's
just real
that's
short.
wild.
Look, go
That's
ahead.
That
Just do your
explains a
evil look.
lot. That
Do your
explains a
evil
lot.
look. You just got everybody riled up. Do your little evil look.
Lift your eyebrows up.
Yeah,
Get
they
them
went
eyebrows
crazy.
up.
Leave me
Don't
alone.
play.
Leave
So
me
check
Don't
this out.
play.
I'm about to do a curveball on everybody, including myself. So
Okay.
as you know, Kristen said she wants to start a podcast, right? You know, this is nothing left to do but win. We never stingy with the light, man. We gonna give Kristen an opportunity to present a question to the panel. There you go. Well, this is
Oh,
not planned.
okay.
This is not scripted. This is off the heezy for sheezy. Any type of question in the
Mm.
world you want to direct. It could be Venus versus Mars, could be finance, relationships, whatever you want. The world is yours.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the lights. The question that I have for the panel today is, if you had the opportunity to change one law and benefit Black people, what law would you change?
Damn. Oh, we about the pod. I got a couple people in mind, but for some reason, when it comes to the political aspects of our people, I think of conserv. Yeah, she started smiling. You knew it. Yeah, you knew it. I
I
got
know
it. I
y'all
got
think
it.
I'm about to start talking about the big A, but I'm not. One law that I will change, especially concerning Black people, is how they make it so hard to get a gun. That's everybody's constitutional right. As long as you're not a violent offender that's like a menace to society, everybody should be able to just go buy a gun without having to jump through all those hoops. So I would definitely change that. It would be a lot less robbing and stealing and killing going on in the hood. You don't know if somebody got that thing. You feel me?
Heard. Anyone? Who else we gonna bring up? Europe.
Now, me personally, I don't think there are many laws that benefit us as a people because none of them were really made for us. So I don't really have an answer for that question.
Nigga, make one, nigga.
That's understandable. I mean, there's
Let me think about that. Let me put some thought into that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That is kind of abrupt. Oh, I do think of my guy WM as well. What's up, brother?
Oh man, I had one, but then you said I could make up one. I would establish something called the equity law.
Ooh. Now we potting. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Like everything is equity. You'd have to have Oh, why are you putting your thumb down? You didn't even let me say nothing.
Let him get his law.
I hate that motherfucking word equity. Everything should not be equity. Equality is one thing. Equity is not fair.
But didn't you
Robbing
wait,
and redistribution of wealth.
First thing,
everybody should work hard for their own
we
stuff.
let you speak.
We're going to revisit that.
And secondly, I actually
I thought you were
agreed with you.
asking me.
I actually wait, because you already cut me off with your words and your actions.
Are you gonna
But
explain or are you gonna
I
keep
am.
bitching?
But you gotta be
lucky
quiet
you
so
got
he
a
can do it
forehead.
first.
You're lucky your forehead. Ooh.
Because
But
my brain
anyway,
is really big.
So what I was saying was I actually agreed with you when it came to gun laws. And gun laws is not necessarily an equality thing, it is an equity thing. And the reason why it isn't okay, so as far as equity and what I've seen, because there's no point in explaining that part. So as far as equity, when we talk about equity, what I'm looking at as far as banking, taxing, loans, being able to get grants, affordable housing, things of that nature, which would be afforded to other communities, but wouldn't be afforded to our community. And I'm not saying impoverish equity. I'm talking about going in and getting approved for first-time home buyers programs.
I know a lot of first-time home buyers that are Black.
So again, I'm done. You can take me off.
No,
You can take me off. Nope, I'm
we
done.
ain't got to debate this
Nope,
point.
I ain't got enough weed. You can take me.
You said I ain't got enough weed. Should have hollered at
Thank you,
your
William.
boy. We would have got you. Should have hollered at your
Can
boy.
I say something really
that
quick?
was classic.
Can I say something really quick? In order for us to understand what anybody else is saying, we have to let them finish a thought before we interject, because they may be saying the same things. So it's probably best that we let people finish their thought before we interject.
I'm about to start executing my power of mute.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
I do it all the
You're
time.
But yeah, by the way, I'm not the only one muting y'all. It ain't just me. There are moderators
Yeah,
here.
anybody can mute.
It ain't just don't think I'm snatching and pulling. It's a group of us.
Is
But
it
yeah,
my
go
turn
ahead.
to answer? Or is Rashida? Rashida, you answering?
No, go ahead. It's your turn.
All right. I think the marijuana laws need to change. it's legal in certain states, but some states it's not, and on the federal level it's not. But you got to think about it. Tobacco is legal, so is alcohol, and there's more deaths with alcohol and tobacco each year than marijuana. In fact, I don't even know of any marijuana related deaths, and if there are, it's probably because of the
What was in it?
the fentanyl and people lacing it with different things. But listen, if you have any type of like manual labor job, or any job that's taxing mentally or physically, which is most jobs, you come home from work, you smoke a blunt, you're gonna, you know what I mean, you relax, you get back up, you go back to work. You're not breaking down your body by drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes. These are other stress relievers. And my thing is, like, you got to ask yourself, why is the pharmaceutical companies, they're pushing their drugs, but when it comes to marijuana, it's such a big like issue. So if anything, I would change that law. It's a lot of people who went to jail for selling weed, who did like football numbers. We're talking about 20, sometimes 30 years.
Yeah.
And
For
now
weed?
now the government is
Yeah.
like, yeah, depending on the amount of marijuana that you were
Yeah.
moving.
In the state, of course.
Just for the government to say, all right, now we're going to sell marijuana. It's really about the money. It's about how much that they can make off of it.
Yep.
And once they find a way how to regulate it, then it becomes legal. That's the law that I would change.
Word, appreciate you.
And when they find the way to monetize it in the most prosperous way for them, that's what they look at. I mean, they want to make the most for themselves as opposed to what's beneficial for the marijuana community, quote unquote. As long as the government getting the biggest slice of the pie, they don't care what the fuck is going on.
All right, well, if I could, let's proceed. Evie, do you want to chime in on this? Any law that you would change for the benefit of your people, our people?
I feel like freedom of speech is something that should be a little bit more modified. I feel like what I mean by that, I feel like it should have a part in there where people are fined if they use the N-word against you, or if they use any type of, I don't know, disrespectful language towards any people of color. To be honest, like there should be a fine for any disrespect, like about, like, oh, she's just a mad black woman, you should be fined. Oh,
Hey.
like just anything that's just, that's what I think. Like clearly like the N word is used so much, especially with hard ER, and I feel like saying anything like any like phrase about, oh, go back to where you came from, you should be fined. Like I don't know like if that really helps, but I feel like there should just be some things like that where you're just fined for the things that you say, especially if it's like harmful and just disrespectful. That's just kind of all I got for right now.
Understood. And then we got young Wimble. You got something, Wimble?
I got something maybe a little on the higher up type of things, like how many years you could serve in the Senate, the House of Representatives. I put an age cap on the age that you can be and be the fucking president. This nigga is a fucking decrepit crypt keeper running fucking U.S. Like that shit don't make no fucking sense, nigga. Like, and we have no representation when it comes to people our age and our color who are elected into these spots, making these big decisions that affect all of us as a whole.
All right, now that's powerful. That's actually powerful. So I'll ask everybody a question just to piggyback off what you said. Appreciate you, Kristen. Well, do you want to chime in yourself? What's something you would change, Chris? Oh, she bounced on me. All right, well, check this out. While we speaking about freedom of speech, that did kind of throw me off. I ain't gonna lie.
I said Batty looked like she wanted to give me a rebuttal.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was a fact. There you go. Bring it up.
Bit. What I was gonna say is, I agree with the president thing. Well, I don't totally agree. It should be an age limit, but only if you don't have all your mental. Like, it should be a mental faculty test.
Yeah, you should have to take a test. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as far as Senate and Congress, I mean, with the age thing, Senate in Latin literally means for life. So until you die, that's just what it is. But
Yeah, I would want to change that.
as far as our not having representation, there are a lot of young politicians now. Actually, in the past couple years, like Vivek Ramaswamy, he's running for president. He just dropped out, but he's Indian and he's in his 30s. They got Ron DeSantis is in his 30s. You got Candace
Actually,
Owens. You
I
know,
take that back.
AOC.
As a caveat, I would like to change the way that the political election process is held.
Now we talking.
Like, it can't just be two parties and that's fucking it. Like, you really don't have a shot in the fucking in the world of making it. Like, if it's only two parties, you only got two places to pick from.
You got
and they always gonna,
independents.
and they're gonna be propped up by the most evil niggas in the world.
All right, so check this out. So, not to cut your wisdom, so I want to ask this, right? Do you feel like, for anyone who still believes in the American political system, and for anyone who wants to politically align themselves with a specific political party, do you feel like America needs a younger president? I'll just say younger. I was going to get more specific, but just a younger
I think we need an overhaul on all three branches. Like, clean slate. Let's start over, niggas. Because we definitely got part of it right, but most of it wrong. I mean, it's been working for this long, but it's really only working for one particular people.
I was gonna say, is it really working? Like,
No, it's set up for us to fail every fucking time.
Exactly. So it's working because it's set up for us to fail. So it is
Ooh,
working.
that's heavy. That's heavy.
It's not working in our favor because we didn't set it up.
For the winners,
The Democrats set it up.
But it was never set up for people that look like us in the first place at all.
Yeah,
Like
could I
it
just
never-
sidebar to
never,
the
never.
original question that Kristen brought up? If I could change any laws, I know it's petty, I know it's small, but driving laws, right? I would have to. You would have to be required to retake your driver's test every 4 years because people don't know how to fucking drive. I'm sick of these dumb
like
ass
it.
drivers. I'm sick
Petty
of
but
old
efficient.
people on the road.
Petty
you know
but
what I'm saying?
efficient.
After a certain age,
Good one.
either you get a driver or you get the fuck off the road. You know what I'm saying? We set up shit for older people to drive. I'm tired of old people who be driving with their mouth open, blind and shit. Like, get off the roads. I'm tired of people.
I
who don't know
do
how to
think
drive.
you should have interstate. You should have some sort of interstate training.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because
Yeah,
the laws are
definitely.
different within each state, and how you govern your car is different within each state. However, the rules still apply with how you govern your vehicle. So I think that the law as far as state to state should be universal.
Fact. Yeah.
Now, I like that. And if I could, just want to let everyone know we're going to do an open panel for a little bit. I'm bringing everybody up as I take a 5-minute breather. Everyone.
So I have
is
something I
on
wanted to bring out.
board. Hold up. If I could, please mute your mic when off mic, as I will not be able to moderate for the next 5 minutes. Proceed.
Everybody.
Hey, bro, you got two moderators
Okay.
right here.
So this is what I wanted to bring out. I was having this discussion earlier, and I want to know what y'all think. What do you think about parents that choose their spouse over, or their significant other over their children? Let me explain the situation. I know a lady. She has 3 children. She was married to her daughter's father, and then he died. She got with somebody else. She had children with him. They got married and got divorced. Now, as the kids grew older, she dated. But if the children didn't like that person, she would just dead it. That's it. That's all. Until she found this one man that she really liked. Her children hated him, but she felt like he was a good man. That was the man she wanted to be with. And what ultimately happened when her children were, the 2 youngest were about 13 and 15, because they didn't like this man. The man he moved in the house and everything. Because they didn't like him, she sent her children to live with their father. They eventually got married, and they're still married today. But her children never forgave her for that. It was an issue where, like, till this day, they're in their 30s and they still don't speak to their mother because of the situation. So what do you think about
Can I ask one more question?
What do you think about parents that choose their significant other over their children? Yes, you can ask a question.
Just one question. I think this might add context. is
Sure.
this man a good man or is he a shitty person? How
He's a decent.
meaning how was the relationship between him and the kids?
The relationship between him and the children wasn't a good one because the children, they really just didn't want their mother to be with another man. He was never like, he was always
Okay.
good to the mother. And
Was
he
he good to
tried
the
to be good
kids?
to them.
Okay,
Like
okay.
he
I'm
tried
done.
to be good to them, but they just were not accepting of him because they didn't want their mother to be with any other man.
I feel like, and please excuse me, I didn't mean to interject everybody. This is kind of like a not necessarily sore spot, but it's something I work on a lot. Dealing with people is that we have to remember, first of all, there's two parents. And number one, no parent, unless the other is inept in mental or physical status, is deemed less qualified than the other. So if there's nothing wrong with the children going to the other parent so that they can foster healthy dynamic and relationship, then that's something that needs to be done. That mother deserves a life, just like that father deserves a life, and how they choose to bridge that. And shame on either one of them if they're not bridging healthy relationship and healthy parenting and healthy co-parenting. Like, it's something that needs to be done, and it's something that's not really talked about, and it's not for anybody who has ain't shit baby daddies or ain't shit baby mama. This is not for y'all. This is for those who have qualified, you got a sound mind, a decent job, your own place, and no excuse not to take care of your kids. These are those people. So if you fall under any adversity, there's treatment centers and therapy for you. But for the most part, there's no reason why a man should not be able to take care of their kid.
Just got hit with the balloons, dog.
Yeah, I saw his face. We can't hear you.
Pause.
He's not muted.
No, he's muted on his mic.
Can I say something? I don't, based off of what you said, Rashida, I don't, and you describing what you just said, it sounds like the parent didn't choose the significant other. It sounds like the parent just chose themselves, their wants, their needs, and no one else's.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm not saying that that's okay, but it's like, I feel like, obviously with this person before it was them in this world. And it's like, they just cared about themselves.
Yeah.
They just care about themselves. That's it. Regardless if it might be hurtful for the child in their decisions, it's not really choosing the significant other. They chose themselves. And that's fucked up too, because it's like, I feel like a law, I wish there was a law in which you had to take classes and stuff before you become a parent, because I feel like that's what's so fucked up in this world now. You have a lot of children and people our age, younger, older, that can be so broken in this world because of the type of parents that they had, maybe not enough love and stuff like that. So I feel like, that's just pretty much.
Well, based on what you said, Rashida, if I could, it seems like if dude, I knew somebody was gonna say that because honestly, it seems like it's kind of like a fuck them kids type of situation, because they didn't take the mom's feelings into account when, I know that they were younger and they missed their dad, but if that's an irreparable relationship that's never going to get back to what it was, you gotta just let your mom find love at the end of the day. My parents got divorced when I was 9, but I knew that it was never going to be mended. So I expected them to seek other people out. And as a kid, you just can't be that fucking selfish to the point where you're making problems in your mom's new relationship, to the point where she has to ship you off to your dad because she can't even love anybody else in your eyes. Relationships don't always work out. You got to put on your big boy pants.
And to be fair, the father was always in their lives. There was no major issue. The issue was that, from my understanding anyway, the relationship just didn't work. Like, he was right across town. It wasn't like any weirdness between them. Their father was always in their lives. They were just brats.
Can I answer your initial question,
Yeah,
Rashida?
Kristen, you've been waiting for a minute. Go ahead.
So for me, it's honestly a question of how good your relationship with your kid. You know what I mean? Like I understand that they would be a brat, but I don't know if I could 100% trust somebody that my kids don't like. And I would always have an underlying emotion as to why they're just so against him, to the point where you said now it's 20 years later and they still don't even speak to their biological mom because they feel so slighted that she chose this person. So yeah, I don't know for sure. I'm not, a part of that situation, but I do feel like those emotions ran so deep that it kind of goes more so than just being a brat and not wanting your mom to have a boyfriend or something like that.
What I'll say is, you said the age is around 13, and what was the other age?
They were 13 and 15 when they went to live with their father.
Which is the ages that most psychiatrists, psychologists would recommend children go live with their father, because the younger years are for the mother to pour love into them, and
Show
the
up by the capital.
teenage and older years are for the father to teach discipline to them. So it's probably one of the best things to ever happen to them. Besides the fact that it's been proven that single father households do better than single mother households. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wouldn't have been a single mother household with a guy moving in, but it's a guy they don't like, so he might as well be absent. It would have been the same as a single mother household. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all, I'm just saying on average, right? I feel like no child should have to, how my bro said, put on your big boy shorts. Children are children. First, if a child even understands adult situations, that means that you talking too vivid in front of them. And 9 times out of 10, they don't walk around acting like children. They act like they're grown already. And that's a problem. We don't have actual kids no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not them being selfish. It's the fact that they know where they came from and they know who they came from. And no adult should expect for a child that didn't come from a person to show them the kind of love as if they did. That's just biologically insane to even. They love their parent. They love their father. You know what I'm saying? They love him. That's who they know.
No. I'm not saying it's not love. I was saying just like they didn't even give him a chance to step into their lives. That's
the
what
thing.
I'm getting.
They
That's what I'm getting.
They
from
don't
the
have
situation.
to. Think about it. As a
Exactly.
child, right? As a child, just as a kid. Number one, your parents splitting is life altering. It's a child who looks at both of these halves. Both these halves is what make this child feel 100% protected. When either half is gone, they feel like half an orphan. You get what I'm saying?
I never felt that way.
No, I'm not saying you. You might have been, I'm saying, a regular circumstance, but just coming from somebody who didn't see that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Who had a parent over there and a parent over there. It was, one, it's unfair to the kid because it becomes a tug of war thing. Because let's be for real, sometimes the parents act more childish than the kid does. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want to weaponize the kid, and want to long for the child, which is all psychological damage. And everybody loses in those type of situations. But back to the actual subject, I just don't feel that it should be expected for a kid to or just instantly take somebody in, or even to expect them to consider a human being that you picked them. It's not like y'all was out and about and this kid said, "Oh, he's cool." That's not what happened. You went out. You got a bond with this dude, and now you're really trying to force a man on a child.
Yeah, this question's kind of hard to answer. I would need to know more of the dynamic.
Evie, before the next person goes, can somebody provide me with some context here?
I will.
I mean, if y'all let me answer, I could.
I know a person.
Hold on, Rashida. When you say it, put your eyebrows up while you say it. Don't play. Take that dad hat off, man. You covering them up.
I'm getting bored. I'm about to just mute myself.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. let me. All right, starting over. In this instance, I know a person who she was married and got divorced and had children with the man. Any man she dated after their father, if her children didn't like him and they didn't like anybody, she would just completely cut off the relationship until she met a man that she really, really liked. The kids didn't like him. And what ended up happening is when the kids were about 13 and 15, she sent them to live with their father. And she ended up marrying the man. And because of that, now, even though her children are in their 30s, they still don't have a relationship with their mother because they feel like she chose that man over them.
Oh, damn, that's a lot.
So I got
That's a lot.
to this, but conservative been waiting for a minute.
Nah,
Let her
I
get
think
hers
she
off.
oh yeah.
Let her get hers off, but I got something I want.
Oh, I was about to watch Homicide Hunter. Shit, I was waiting
Oh,
dumb
that's
long.
crazy.
Go ahead,
Go
bring it
ahead.
out.
Nah, because I try
Talk
not
your
to
shit.
interject, even though a lot of other people do it. You know, I try not to interject, but every time I raise my hand, I get skipped and end up being number 10. Like, so, but anyway, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, that's the problem with these kids now. They get way too much authority. They get way too much treated like adults. No child should be picking your relationships. If that person never did nothing to them, naturally a kid is going to not like the other person. I was like that when my mom met my stepdad. I want her to be my dad. But I'm glad that I matured and I grew out of that because my stepdad is a great guy and he changed my life. And my dad never did shit for me. So at the end of the day, like, I don't think you should break up with no man because of your kids unless he did something to them. Eventually, they'll come around just like any other kid. Like, it's especially once they see that that man is treating their mom good and making her happy and not abusing them or her. So yeah, like me personally, I'm not giving no child no authority over who I'm dating because really, you shouldn't even. I don't know. My son don't come like that because you shouldn't even be feeling comfortable to even be picking your mom boyfriends. Like, you're not my boyfriend, you my kid.
How old is your son?
My son 13 now.
When he
So he
13,
got that.
he bigger
He got
than us, way more than us, and he got them hands, bro.
Yeah, so these ain't about
That
to
is true.
He gonna
Get
be
it from his
beating
mama.
your boyfriend smooth up.
He could. He really could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with her. I agree with conservative, man. Yo, the child need to be in the child's place. I don't even know why the kid has any say so. And the fact that the mother was like, "Nah, I'm gonna send you to go live with somebody else." Nah, it's just like, "Yo, old boy gonna live here," and that's it. Like you, as a child, you don't have. I'll put it like this: if there was some reason why they didn't like this dude, like there was some physical or sexual or mental or verbal abuse going on, I get that. But other than that, you just like, I want my daddy back. Bro, you don't make them decisions. They're not together for a reason. You don't know what the reason is because you a child. It's not your business to know. You know what I mean? And the fact that she was like, you know what, I'm going to send my kids away, that's also part of parenting because her kids should never even be questioning her. I never questioned my mother like, oh, my, who you date? That ain't for me to know. That's not my business. And my mother wasn't like she said she brought guys over. They ain't like none of the dudes. I ain't never seen none of the dudes my mother dated until my stepfather. That's it. That's the only person I knew. So the disconnect is somewhere in the parenting. She was too,
No, absolutely.
I think, open on information with her kids and let her kids know certain things. Like, you're not supposed to do that. That's why they felt they had to say so in her life. You know what I mean? But
You know what's crazy, Mike? I'm about to say probably the most controversial shit. Look, man.
Oh
Ladies,
go ahead.
listen, ladies. This holds no bearing on the ladies on this pod, bro. This is gonna be my disclaimer. It holds no bearing to the ladies on this pod.
I
This
know
is
he gonna
going
say.
out. This is going out to the world. You heard? To the. It's going out there. You feel what I'm saying? I remember having a conversation with a woman. She was a mom, and I asked her. I said, "Yo, would you die for your child?" Instantly, with the most straight face on the planet, she said, "Hell yeah, you better know I will." And I looked at her and said, "You know the only reason I don't believe you?" She said, "What? Why?" Said, "Because you wasn't willing to put up with 18 years of unhappiness. If you weren't willing to put up with 18 years of unhappiness, why would I believe you would die? And die is forever. I'm gonna just step to the side over here on that.
Yeah, that's kind of too heavy for me. A little too heavy for me.
I wouldn't die for my kids. I wouldn't die
Little,
for them.
huh?
I wouldn't die for none of my kids.
Hold up. Let's talk about. Hold up. Let's go. This is a perfect opportunity to go one-on-one with the Rashida. Now, I would like for you to break that shit down.
I would never die for any of my children, simply because, for one, I have 4 of them. What does it look like me dying for one of them when I have 3 others of them to still take care of? And I think that's weird. I'm not really even going to put myself in harm's way for any of my children, because at the end of the day, will I snatch them out the middle of the street? Yes, I will. Will I jump in front of a car to keep them from getting hit? No, I won't. I'm just not going to do it.
Understood. I'm
I'm
gonna
just
bring
not.
up. I'm gonna bring up conservative, followed by Kristen. I gotta let the ladies chime in here. This is interesting to me. Conservative.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll
Yeah.
definitely die for my kids. It's a couple motherfuckers I'll die for, but especially my kids, because at the end of the day, like, I live for my kids. If it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't be here. Like, and I don't know. Honestly, if something was to happen to my kids, I wouldn't be here anyway. You feel me? Because I'm going next, and that's just what it is. Like, I can't imagine this world without my kids. Like, nah. Like, I'll definitely die. Like, if it's me or them, it's me every time. Like,
Understood. Respectfully.
especially if it's my, like, my kids, nah, it's definitely, because they got a full life they could live. Like, you feel me? Like, it's gonna hurt that I'm not there, but they eventually, you know.
Hell, me too. I got a full life I'm going to live. And I don't love them
Nah,
no
I
less.
respect it. I respect it.
I don't love them any less. That
All right,
my
let's let Kristen Rare Sense Wilson chime in.
I am firmly in between the 2 young ladies that just spoke. So I wouldn't die for them, because I know there's nobody else on this planet that's going to be able to do for them, take care of them, raise them the way I'm doing. So I wouldn't just jump out there and die for one, like Rashida said, knowing I got 3 others. Now, if I have the chance to save all 4 and it's me or them, then absolutely take me. But yeah, that would have to be the only situation where I would say I would die. It would be for all of them, not just one.
Powerful. You have a I admire how you answer questions. I can't lie. I admire how you answer your
Thank
questions for real.
thank
Evie,
you.
do you want
I
to
like
chime in on this one?
I'm not a parent, so I can't really say. I feel like obviously some of y'all know I would have been a parent, but I don't know. I feel like maybe later on in life, if I do bring a child into this world, then maybe I would have something to say. But right now, I don't. I don't.
I think,
Understood. We're
me
gonna
personally, I think it's my responsibility to make sure I am here to take care of them to the best of my ability. Because, like Kristen said, nobody's going to do it the way that I would.
Yo, as a man, I appreciate the way you ladies answered that question. I appreciate the way you ladies answer that question, because as men, we're
Absolutely
not
respect it.
afforded that opportunity to answer the way y'all answer, because we have to
As
look
do I.
out for our kids. Like, it's not a question, it's not a thought. Like, it's me. I like it's like as men, as fathers, we have to lay our life down for our kids. It's no, we can't make that choice. We can't make that decision. I mean, we have to. And it's not nothing that I like as a father of multiple children. I ain't gonna put how many I got out there, because I got kids. No, I mean, quarrel with sacrificing my life for one of my kids, knowing I have other ones. I understand and I respect that, but my child's life is on the line. I have to do what I have to do.
It's
It
my
don't matter
obligation almost.
what the other ones are going through. It's not that I don't care about my other kids. It's just that my child's life is on the line. This is what's happening right now. I have to do what I gotta do.
John Q would have still did what he did if he had 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's heavy. What a
That's a
movie too.
fact.
What a movie.
That,
And,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not gonna say, and to piggyback, I'm not gonna say that fathers think that we're invincible, because we're not. But I will, in fact, put my body against a car when my kid's life is on the line.
Yeah.
I'll put my body on the line when the bullet's in front of their face. I'll put my life like every day I leave the house, I'm getting home. Period.
Yep.
The end. I don't care. And y'all gotta like when a father is, when they love their kids, is something about, we're going to do what we say we're going to do. Now, some people don't really love their kids, and I can't attest to that. But when
Yeah,
I
I
tell
can't touch
somebody
on that.
I'm going to get home to my kids by any means necessary, even if it's going to take me a moment behind cold walls to explain why your life is no longer here, I'm going to
Listen,
get home to my kids.
The
a
men that
majority of
don't love
y'all,
their children, they're not fathers anyway, so they wouldn't even be in the conversation because
they're not
That
even a part of it.
you're not even a man.
Listen,
You're not a man if you have children walking this earth that have your
If you
blood
if you
lineage and
bred life
face.
into this planet and don't care about that life,
Yeah, that's crazy. So they
it's
wouldn't
wild,
even be in
man.
the convo. I don't consider those
And
you
men.
hear me, Dad?
I consider those males.
that's the thing. Like, I don't care how bad. And I have children's mothers, plural, as well. And we may not get along about nothing, but they know when them something's wrong about them kids, they say, please don't call their father. Please don't call their father, because he changes shit, and when it gets done, it gets done. And that's what my fatherhood entails. I'm a protector of my kids, and I got 3 houses I'm obligated to protect. That means it's gonna be me petitioning God a lot of times.
Let me ask y'all this. Piggybacking off the story that Rashida asked, right? Say, well, we already got, I'm saying, everybody's perspective on that scenario, but say your child, you know, is for the moms, of course, but say your child didn't like any of the guys you wind up picking, and they wind up rebelling because at the end of the day, there comes a point where there is no more chastising. You just have to accept the fact they're never going to accept this person that you chose, right? Would you ever consider not being in a relationship until they're of adult age and then trying to pursue love again for the sake of their mental health?
I have considered that. But hey, shit happens. Because when my marriage ended, I said I don't want to bring anybody around my children, because one, I'm never getting married again. So like, I don't want to just be bringing a slew of people in and out of their lives. So, but like I said, hey, shit happens.
Nuddle.
Chaotic is the GOAT with the camera, though. I'm not gonna
Yo,
lie.
I just want
It
to
needs
let
some
y'all
more
know.
time.
This nigga is the most annoying podcaster of all time.
But real talk,
And it be to me only.
nah, it's
Oh
not
God.
just me controlling this shit no more. I'm just letting y'all know it's not just me. Just putting that out there.
I know what
I
it is,
get
you nigga.
It
It's
wasn't me.
oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't.
Nah, check it out. We could transition. Oh, I'll keep Evie up because this is oh my God, you actually just asked something powerful. So what I'm gonna do is actually bring everybody back up to answer that shit. Here we go. Whole panel, everybody up. Just mute when off mic, please.
To your question, Show, I believe in that. So I've had one relationship since my divorce, right? And my kids liked him after they finally were able to meet him later on down the line. But at this point, after that relationship dissolved, I would basically, once I start dating again, I'm gonna be dating on the low. Like, they're not gonna meet him until they're grown. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hotel rooms and sneaky links until my kids is grown enough to be having their own sneaky links, because I don't want to put any more quote unquote parental figures around them that don't necessarily plan to be there for them. And so I would like for my children to be grown before they see that I am emotionally attached to anyone, because it doesn't make sense to put them through that again.
That's real.
I understand that very much so.
Can somebody repeat the question, please? I was a little occupied. Thank you.
So the question was, it was really for the ladies, but the question was, suppose your child just didn't conform and stuck like 10 toes down on the fact that they didn't like a partner that the ladies picked. Would they consider not getting into a relationship until the child was of adult age, where it wouldn't matter? You know what I'm saying? Before they pursued a romantic or a loving relationship again.
I'm not waiting because, I agree with what Kristen said. I'm not going to bring the guy around. If you do ever see him, that's just my friend, but whatever. But as far as not dating at all until they're an adult, like, nah, I couldn't do that, because life not promised to nobody. You could be here today, gone the next, and the next thing you know, when you finally ready to get on that dating scene, what if you get hit by a bus or something? Like, now, like, you could have had more kids, you could have had a good life. And if you are a single parent like I am, you could have probably had a father for your kids. You never know.
That's exactly what happened to Granny in the Wayne Brothers intro.
Yo, that's exactly what happened to Ivory and How High. That nigga went on his first date.
That's exactly what happened.
Fire, fell
Scary
out the
movie.
window, hit by a bus.
Show off, my nigga. Good night. You sleep.
Still, the Wayne
Good
Brothers
night.
is underrated though. That's a different pod though.
Oh man, yo, nah, I'm not gonna lie, man, y'all crazy, man. I forgot my bro. Was it Ivy? No,
Yeah,
Ivy. Yeah, man. How hot, man. God bless the skid mark of Buddha, man.
He got hit by a bus after he fell out of a window in the project.
That was on
While
fire.
he was on fire.
What?
While he
That
was
was
on
like, he
fire.
fell like 10 stories and then got hit by a bus. I'm still alive.
So say this. Say this happens. Say you do decide to wait till your children are adults and you start dating and you find a relationship. They could still not like that person and still could be a problem.
And
So
at
I
that
don't
point,
know.
they adults.
Nah, not really.
I think that
Because they're adults. They can move out by
at the
then.
end of
Get
the
out.
day,
It's
I
mama's
think
baby.
that we lack like really healthy communication and boundaries to really have certain conversations with our children. I mean, to know what's up. There's too many parents, first of all, that are friends with their kids. That's number one. I think Show Off said it, and the best way he could. And also, there's not enough proper communication, to tell a child, or not to tell a child, but to really invite a child to say what is on their mind or what is bothering them, or there might be something, because we can't, although we have to respect them as children, we can't deny the innocence of children. And unfortunately, I mean, I'm not the most religious person, but I do hold true that children are the most connected to God. So they may know something that we may not know, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to say ignore the child, but be able to have that dynamic to where you can communicate with the child, so that if there's something that is a disturbance in your home and you're just too in love and oblivious to see it, shame on you for not having self-control. But that's a joke, by the way. Huh? No? All right. But anyway, your responsibility is to have that conversation and to keep an eye on what it is that's deterrence. You know what I mean?
Have a healthy balance.
What about when the kids get older and start lying and shit? Like, kids aren't always close to God. After a certain age, they start being like us.
Yeah, that doesn't matter though. To tell you the truth. That doesn't matter.
When you know your kids, you know your kids not telling the truth.
Right. Plus, it's like,
you know what I mean?
As children, right?
Exactly.
Nigga, I got 2 teenagers. I just
Listen.
learned recently that these
Yeah,
niggas
a
can lie
teenager ain't a
with a straight
child.
face.
Exactly,
I
a
just
teenager.
learned.
You don't want to believe it.
A teenager, and that's the thing about the difference between fathers and fathers have that naivete with their daughters, and that becomes with their growth and their sexuality and stuff. We don't want to believe that y'all sexually active, although we do know, because we were boys once. That just comes with mothers with their children in general. We want to believe that these responsible beings are still babies. They are not babies.
Not at all.
You're supposed to train your child so that they can become something. So if you're
Supposed to
training
teach
your
them how to
child to
fly.
become a spoiled brat, what do you think they're going to grow up to be?
And check this out, W. They're also
You
not
know,
property. Neither
yeah, you
parent
don't
owns
own
the
them.
child.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
And the
saying?
child
But
don't own the parent.
no, you don't need you. A lot of the times, there are parents that treat children like iPhones, like they bought it instead of had it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
like
it's
you
just
have to
unhealthy.
understand that you have to give this child back to the world at some point. Like
Well, I know my
under
kid's gonna be
we
successful.
understand
My
that,
kid's
and
great.
it's beyond.
Back.
It's a thing where fathers. I can't speak for all, but my fear is that my
My baby
child will
father's
not be
deceased.
prepared. I will not be like my children are not going to be prepared to withstand what I did. That's a fear of mine. So as a result, what I try to do is just give my children their innocence, their beauty, their joy, but really recognize their growth. And
Give
unfortunately, we don't do that collectively as parents, and it kind of
I
fucks with
mean,
the
giving
kid.
an open space to communicate
Some
is always a great thing as far as parenting is concerned.
Got you next, Tamara.
But I also feel like a lot less parents are making sure that their children stay in children's places. A lot less parents are making sure that their children aren't questioning grown folks in the sense of, responsibilities and who's going to do what and this, that, and the third. Like when a grown person in my house is telling you to do something, you get up and do it. It's no conversation. And I think when you say too many parents are friends, that's where it got flipped. It's like, in the spaces where kids are allowed to question and speak, those parents are like, no, it's fine. But then in the spaces where kids are not shouldn't be speaking and doing shit, those parents are allowing the kids to do so. And I think that goes into the question about the significant other as well. Like, no, I don't feel like my kids should be able to choose who I get to go with, but I do have enough respect for my household to understand that they have feelings and emotions and may be sore in regards to their father. So I'm gonna be that.
Well, real quick, Tamara, before you come in, I just want to say there's this. I agree with a lot of exactly what she said. The only thing that I wouldn't agree with, is no. I wouldn't say that I don't agree with it, but children are going to ask questions because they don't know anything. Children are led by why, and adults are led by how. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing is, just because an adult gave a directive, I don't think that every adult should have the authority to tell a child or somebody else's child what to do, because that conditions them to go out into the world and just listen to adults. And another adult may say, get in this car. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be careful about training them to just say yes because an adult said do something. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful with that.
No, absolutely. In my house is basically me or my mom. That's it. Like, ain't no other adults coming in here to tell them nothing. I make sure that they listen to the teacher, but I make sure they listen with a critical ear. They know the difference between right and wrong. So if you feel like your teachers are telling you something wrong, you call mommy, and mommy will see the difference.
Word. If I could, Tamara, did you want to chime in on this at all? Did anyone else want to
Well,
chime in on
before I
this?
chime in, you all right over there, WM? You need to go night. You good?
No, I got a crick in
You
my
look
neck.
like
I'm
you was
trying to
sleeping
crack this
over there,
joker.
WM.
Oh no, I'm good.
It's the skull.
It's my old people glasses. It's
It's
my
the
old
skull.
people glasses. I'm sorry.
It's the skull.
It's my senior citizenship.
It's doing the same thing that
no.
comforter do when
Did
you
you
put it
say
around
my
your neck.
senior
Look,
citizenship?
Don't worry. This
Yeah,
about to be the
yeah.
last
So if you
opening.
see me like this, like curled up like this, that's my John. Like I'm like a low key, like skinny fat person. I'll be like tucked in like this, like.
That's how you was.
No, I was just chilling. I was actually low key like on the other chat over here.
Bruh.
See,
Well, I didn't
I'm
have too
grown.
much
One
to
or the
add.
other. You can't
Mind
do
your
both.
business.
Oh, you cross
It's one
platform?
or
Yeah,
the
they in the
other.
back
Hell
chat.
yeah, I'm a
In
beef
the
out
back
this
So,
chat.
so is
motherfucker, yo.
Aaron. I
Alright,
see
All right,
y'all.
let
that's
me
what's
show
up.
y'all some.
Yeah.
Let me show y'all
But I
some.
didn't have too much
My
to
bad.
add. I was just gonna say like, well, yeah. I mean, I know how y'all know how I feel about it at the end of the day. I mean, there are creeps out there. However, everybody not a creep. It's just in this day and age, kids got a lot more access to stuff. They grow up a lot faster, so they just feel like, especially because a lot of our generation's parents were more strict. We was a little more loose with our kids, not wanting to be like our parents. But I just feel like at the end of the day, yeah, kids just need to stay in kids' place. Like look, if you have a problem, I don't know. I just make sure my kids can always talk to me if they feel uncomfortable. At the end of the day, but I keep it real with my kids, but I keep it within the age group. Like, that's all.
All right.
Not
If I
further, Your
could.
Honor.
Nah, you good. You good. It's all good. Just do this real quick. So we're approaching the 2 hour, 40-minute mark. I still want to keep it rocking. How you doing, Kristen? You good? She good. You on mute though. I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm gonna just ask a question as we proceed off the parenting topic. I think that this one is just a little controversial. I'm gonna start with Evie. Joe, I ain't going sneak attack. I'm about to click on the screen. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I just want to ask, do you think that people should have to take a drug test before receiving government assistance?
Oof, that's kind of hard. It's cause it's like there's functioning people who are on drugs, and they households still can get taken care of. So, oof, it may not be right, but ooh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Come back to me. I really don't know. It's like a part of me says yes, but then the other part is like, come on. I feel like when you have children, assistance should be given regardless. Like some people don't have nobody else to rely on, and they need the assistance for themselves. So that's hard. That's hard. Yeah, I don't got it.
Nah, understood. I appreciate it. I appreciate the input. Conservative, you got anything on this one?
It's kind of a double-edged sword because it depends on the circumstance. I would say if they like don't have any kids, then but you can't say that because then it wouldn't be fair to everybody else. I mean, I don't know. It would make sense to have them all get drug tested because a lot of people do abuse the system, and a lot of people that's on drugs don't use those benefits to take care of their kids anyway. I've seen it firsthand. So in that regard, then yes, everybody should get a drug test, but it would just be unfortunate for the people who take drugs and still take care of their family. But either way, I feel like if you do fail the drug test, you should still get benefits, but whoever's on drugs should be required to do some type of program or something. Counseling, maybe.
Understood. So like they should still get an opportunity through the situation, pretty much.
Everybody deserves an opportunity.
Her.
Addiction is a sickness.
Yeah, hold on. I want hey, yo, WM, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like drug tests should be required for people to receive government assistance?
Yeah, and I think that we should qualify what a drug is first.
Ooh.
And then once we qualify what a drug is, I think that we should definitely have testing on drugs because, of course, I agree that drug addiction is a sickness. However, it's hard to say whether a person really needs financial help or support or not. But one thing that we need to identify is that whatever help you're going to give them is going to go by the wayside because the addiction is going to supersede that thing. So first we got to conquer the addiction. Once we conquer the addiction, we got to establish the plan. Once we establish the plan, put them on a system. Once you put them on a system, commit them to the system, get them on the walk of life and get them out of that box so that they don't have to have government assistance.
Well, damn, this dude had a whole government.
No, and then the whole thing is, it is not that I watched my parents do it.
Ooh.
And not to put my parents like out in the, my mom's passed away. My father is doing very well for himself, retired, followed my mom's system. And one thing that she said is that you have to have a plan. She did not want government assistance because she felt that she would go back into drugs because she wouldn't have nothing to do. And most people, because drugs take over, they lose sight of what's important and they overtake it with the supplement, with whatever it is. It could be gambling, alcohol, instead of figuring out how to get back to at least zero so that you can find life worth living again.
Mm.
Some people are functional addicts, though.
True.
So
Very true.
here's what I think.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to pass the drug test, it shouldn't be a problem. If you aren't going to pass the drug test, that's the only reason why I would see it being a problem for anybody. If
So
you want what they are offering, and that is the requirement, either you're going to do it or you're not. But
I
if you
agree
want what
with
they're offering, and they're saying this is what you have to do to get it, why wouldn't you be willing to do that to get it?
because I agree with Will. We gotta like, what is a drug? Like we have to like figure that out first. Because there are people who are on like prescribed medication that would come up in a drug test. There are people who smoke weed, and weed is legal in most states. There's a lot of different things. Now, I do agree, like, if you want crack and coke and heroin and dope, and you out there doing like drugs, like, yeah, cool, that's fine. But you have parents who like smoke a blunt at the end of the night, and the kids knocked out, and they done did all their adults and all their parents for the day. And if they get drug tested and the weed come up in their system, do they lose their benefits because they just needed a little something to unwind? Like I said, I agree if it's like you people doing hard drugs and things. But like I said, there are things in like prescription drugs, things you get over the counter that will come up in a drug test. You know what I mean? Do you get penalized for that because you've had aches and pains or you've had surgery, or you know what I mean? Do you get penalized for things like that? So we have to figure out what is considered a drug for
feel like-
that specific instance.
Sorry, whoever was going, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I feel like in that instance, you should be able to say, hey, if I'm taking prescription pills for this, here's my doctor's note and here's the prescription. But if they're saying still after that, then yeah, that might be a problem. But if you just don't want to take it just because you out here, you know what I'm saying? Then if the requirement is the requirement. If that's what they would require, either you want it or you don't. You're going to do it or you're not.
I honestly think alcohol should be on that list for overall.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you want to take one in and take one out, put in alcohol and take out marijuana.
Yeah,
Damn.
You're absolutely right.
It would be too hard to regulate the alcohol.
Because
I mean,
alcohol used to be illegal.
And I understand what y'all saying, but we did have a prohibition era, so it's clearly they got it right.
But it doesn't stay in your system long enough to get
It
caught.
doesn't. Yeah, you
No,
could just
and
be
I
sober for 2
understand.
days.
Severe
So
alcohol.
there right. So there are
Exactly.
levels, just like marijuana, to where if you drink enough, it don't matter if you just wait for the
That's
next
the
day. It's gonna
refrigerator?
stay in your blood.
Yo, word.
Like,
That's a nice
that's what-
refrigerator.
That's what we right.
Levels.
You know, that's what we call like gout,
Hey,
and that's what we
Evie,
call like.
let them know
Yeah.
it's levels. Let them know it's levels to this refrigerator thing. You heard?
Oh,
Listen, that refrigerator
sorry.
is
I'm
immaculate.
hungry, y'all. I've been trying to hold it, and I was like, I can't.
You do
I
not
gotta
have to
take it out.
apologize.
You have a beautiful
We thank
home.
you.
Thank
We
you.
thank you for
What
that,
up,
for
yeah.
that grandiose tour of whatever immaculate thing. That
She
was.
just gave me
Real talk, I
motivation.
thought
Nothing left
that
to
shit
do
was
but
like a
win.
bookshelf.
I thought she was going to pull out like clothes. I'm like,
I
okay,
thought
I
that
didn't
was
know
the
what that
library
was.
that you were in,
I said,
honestly.
that's the
yeah.
refrigerator.
I didn't know that was the
Nothing
whole
left to
kitchen.
do
I
but
need to
win,
get my
babe.
life together.
I think
No,
one.
it's not just me that live in here.
So who cares?
I'll take some
That-
roommates.
Like
Or
you're
just,
starting to have roommates at an adult if you have a refrigerator like that.
I do. I have 2 housemates.
See?
Two,
Smart move.
that's it.
Step your
Yeah.
game up.
all
You
y'all
got
could
the
come with me.
bookshelf with the little tilting book shit that
That's a fact. We got the little secret compartments. Whole shelf slide to the side. Got the hidden room.
Got the back
Oh,
cave.
turn the statue.
yeah,
Got
I
the
got a
James,
question.
Mr.
I
James
got like
Bond
a
room.
I got like a random question just about like, modern civilization and the way everything is going. Do y'all think that like public libraries will probably cease to exist eventually?
Yeah, they
Yes.
will.
Yes.
Oh, so
I don't think so.
damn.
I
I
don't.
think they
don't-
I
will.
don't.
I don't think they
I
should.
think that they'll be the last safe haven that we have.
There's
Yeah.
fewer.
Walking Dead.
There's fewer credible
I've never
authors
seen
now
like
than
Walking
ever.
Dead either.
That's the problem. There's fewer
That's
credible
true.
authors now than there was back then. Back then, literature was about leaving behind something that the next generation will learn from.
Sure.
Nowadays, literature is about
Niggas not
fantasy
writing books
stories
no more.
being
That's
told.
what the issue is.
And I
Like,
agree with you, Show Off. And the reason why I say because there are people that still have to write and put it into somewhere. You know what I mean? And I think that there's some people that do find that important. You know what I mean? Like there has to be somebody that's still making sure that we have a foundation and principles here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I agree with you though, but I think that there are people that are still taking calligraphy, typing, all that stuff very seriously.
No, you know they
Symbolism.
are, but that's what I'm saying. What I said was there's just fewer in today's time than back then. Back then, that's why all of the references we go to for our knowledge and
Mhm.
our history are old documents. They're
Yeah.
old written texts. None of the new written texts are educational. Even in our school systems, we're still using old curriculum. There's not even new curriculum out. They'll build new schools with the same old learning information. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh no,
okay.
there is new curriculum. They're just leaving shit out.
And
That's that part.
right as
We need
they
somebody to
eradicate
really look into
populace
that
of
Them,
stuff.
bathe
people.
them, there.
Like we're just gonna take away a whole nation of people, and then we're gonna be like, well, didn't do it.
Right.
So
Never happened. We did it.
right.
All right, so let's talk
gave
about
them
it. Y'all know
time.
about critical race
Yeah,
theory.
like,
Y'all want to take it there, the critical race theory? Because I had one friend
yes.
that had what
There
I
is
thought
not
was a
enough time.
bizarre view.
It
There is
really
not enough
isn't.
time.
That is too
Alright,
big
cool.
of a.
We went for
time.
5 hours the other day.
yeah, that's dead ass a pod in itself.
I'm still up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to
That's
give
a
me 30
fact.
seconds on it, you know what I'm saying, but we don't got to take it there.
We
But
can
Go ahead,
listen.
go
Do
ahead.
your monologue, and then we can do a to be continued because that is a whole man. Listen,
Well,
you
I
gonna have
wanted
We
me
to
got
looking
take
like
it
Marcus
there.
Malcolm X
Garvey
on this
on.
mug.
We got Michael Vick on the pod. We got Morpheus.
Come on, man.
It's just
Come
Who
on,
Michael
Take
Vick?
it
oh,
there.
Mike Vick, Mike
Oh
I'm
Vick.
cracking up.
shit! No,
Mike
she
Vick.
did it.
She
NFL
called you
crazy.
Michael Vick.
Garfus Garvey on this
This
pod.
is crazy.
Absolutely.
Garfield Garvey.
Garfus
you said
Garvey
it.
is wild.
Marvin the Martian
Listen.
now.
We got
What?
the Boston Big birthday. You feel me?
Yeah, nigga. Shut your predator ass up, nigga.
Chill out.
If
Yo.
we talk
No,
about
that's
it, I'll keep it
Morpheus for
short. I
real.
promise.
Oh, my whole screen went black for a second.
I'll keep it this long.
Got my son Radio.
Pause.
All right,
He
hold on.
said,
So,
"Who is
Nigga.
Radio Raheem?"
what do you want to say about it? What do you want to say about PTR critical race
I
theory? Give me
can't
30
stand
seconds.
y'all.
All right,
Go ahead.
critical race theory. I
30
absolutely do not agree with critical race theory because it's teaching young kids of color to be racist against people who are not of color, and I don't feel as though
What?
punished for something that their ancestors did. I don't agree with that because if anything, if we're going to do it like that, then we should also punish ourselves for starting America. We should also punish the Africans who originally sold us to the slave masters in the first place. You feel me? So it's like I don't agree with critical race theory. They're in there taking books and switching them around and taking original text and pulling the words out because it's offensive when that's a historical document technically, and you're learning how the times were back then. And it's like you don't know where you're going because you don't know your history. So really what they're doing is trying to make history repeat itself. And that's what's happening, in my opinion.
So I just want to just make sure we're on the same page. So do you feel like schools should be teaching the real history of what happened? You don't think that
Oh,
they should?
wait, no. So,
Yeah, I
wait,
want to make
schools. The schools are. I feel like okay. We went to Plainfield. Well, shit. We went to
no,
whatever
it's, not,
school.
it's cool. We good. This is
Oh,
a
we went
Plainfield
to
thing. It's cool.
we went to school in the hood. You feel me? But a lot of us were honor students. there's nothing that I didn't learn in all the stuff that I learned, I started learning in high school in Plainfield public school system.
Yeah.
Like when we was coming up, we learned about slavery, we learned about Jim Crow, all that stuff. So what is it that people are saying we not learning about? Because I knew about all this stuff as a young child. I'm talking about 6, 7 years old.
So in some places in Georgia, I believe, my sister's a teacher out there, they started banning being able to teach that stuff. You know, like what happened in Tulsa. You know, they started saying that should not be included in the curriculum. What I'm going to do is bring up someone who actually lives down there.
Hi.
What's going on? Can you break this down?
So what they're doing now is basically saying anything outside of what we set as curriculum by the state cannot be added to, like you can't give extra credit for if a child reads a book outside of the curriculum. You cannot add anything other than what they're teaching, which is basically Martin Luther King, Black History Month, and you'll learn about the cotton gin, you'll learn there was slavery, but anything outside of the basics, you can't learn in school here. The parents have to do that at home.
Understood.
I mean, that's because in schools nowadays, and especially in places like Georgia, no offense, they teaching kids that boys can be girls. So a lot of stuff shouldn't be taught in school, and the parents should be able to talk to the kids about certain stuff at home. Like, I don't know, it's a lot of propaganda out there in the world, and it's just certain things I just don't feel like teachers should be talking to kids about, period. Now, with history is history, but with critical race theory, they change a lot of history, and that's just the thing that I don't like.
What I'll say is I definitely agree with you. The only part that I may disagree with is the fact that you said that is basically teaching Black kids to be racist. I don't really think it's teaching them to be racist to other denominations or other ethnic groups. I think it's more, maybe it is inciting a form of prejudice. You know what I'm saying? But my granddad taught me at a young age. He said, if you took a bottle of water and took the cap off a bottle of water and you scooped up some cooking oil and you poured it in the water, it really didn't matter how much you shook the water up, the oil would always come up. And that's exactly what racism is. Take that bottle of water, turn it into a gallon of water, go into the middle of the ocean and pour a gallon of oil in the ocean. Eventually it'll dissipate and have you thinking it's not there, but it always rises because these are still people being taught by people who owned people. And now I do agree that we should incorporate the actual history where even the people of our ancestry background that sold us, you know what I'm saying, they should be put, you know what I'm saying, out there as well, because it is a known fact that we weren't abducted, we were sold to America. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that we just need to live in a time where there's more raw, honest truth, because
that part,
truth is freedom. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to hide truth in any way, form, or fashion, or say it can't be taught in any type of learning environment, you're literally doing a disservice to a population of people.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well
True.
said, sir. That's a clip. That was
I have
well
a
said.
question to add to that, though. I have a question, though. Do y'all feel as though affirmative action is racism? Telling that picking somebody instead of their merits, basing it off of you pick somebody off the color of their skin over the more qualified candidate, you don't feel like that's racist?
Absolutely not.
Could I? And I think that there was a time for it.
Correct.
There was a time to where it was needed. There was a time to where it was necessary. And Show Off said something a few episodes. Show Off said something a few episodes ago, and you agreed with him as well. Where you are now, based on what you do and your motivation and your goals, we are at a place now where we can actually achieve things, and we are in a place to where we're not quite at equality and the standard of equity. However, there needs to be a revision of a sort of not affirmative action, like, all right, y'all getting closer now, let's have another conversation about what's necessary.
But we have equality, though. That's the whole thing. We have equality of opportunity. We don't have equality.
I do understand that. I do understand that part. And I
You don't
think that, not only with how we can deem racism, I think an even bigger conversation as far as me being who I am as a single black man is I identify that black women don't like black men and black men don't like black women. So now we're stuck there to have a real conversation to how we can even bridge and repair, how we can even learn to respect and love each other so that this can be a healthy conversation with our children so that they can pass down healthy benefits and boundaries instead of generational curses. You know what I
Teach
mean?
them
So it
also
really
that
has
Africa still
nothing to
has
do.
slaves.
It doesn't
Yo,
have
get
anything
this
to do with
nigga
how
away
white
from
people are.
computer.
It's more
Get
how
this,
we're treating
yo.
one another at this point in our lives, and how can we collectively say, "Hey, y'all did good with affirmative action, but I know y'all can do a lot better." Because at the end of the day, again, show off. You did good. You did well with yourself, but you had to work a little bit harder than your constituents, and we're still aware of that. We're
But
still
what I'll say
aware
is this,
that.
W, real quick. What I will say is
Mhm.
this. You know why I would have to take your word for it, and I don't personally know that I had to work harder?
Sure.
Because as a man, I wasn't focused on what anybody else was doing, my race or
Absolutely.
another race. I was only focused on not being the man I was the day before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a firm believer in if you can't look at two things at once.
No,
That's why they say
absolutely.
you can't see the forest from the trees. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can't look at two things at once. You gotta have focus. And as long
Mhm.
as your focus and your intention are aligned, you
Mhm.
won't have time to be in somebody's business or be noticing what somebody else had. I think it
And
was you,
I.
W. I think it
Mhm.
was you that mentioned the study because I wound up seeing it where they were asked the question, would you accept $100,000 a year if it meant everybody else on your job was making 200,000, or
Mhm.
would you accept $50,000 a year if it meant everybody else on the job was getting 20,000? And a mass majority of people would take less money
85%.
just to be on top of everybody else around them, which was
Right.
weird. It just goes to show majority of people are focused on things that's not their business, and that's
Right.
why they don't have a quality, you know what I mean, of outcome.
So to your point, and that's why I agree with you. However, where my level, like you're on level 6, right? I had to jump down from level 6 to level 2 to identify with the fact that people need help out here. Not everybody has that ambitious mindset to say, this is my go-getter. People then
But
got
is that
hit.
the white
People
man's
then got.
fault?
No, it's nobody. I'm not putting
Well,
fault on anything. Nobody's
I'm
putting
asking.
fault on
No, it
blame.
is. It's
I'm
the
asking a
parents'
No,
fault.
question.
and I'm answering, and
that's a
I am
valid
answering
question.
fairly.
Valid answer. Valid question. Valid.
There's no fault or blame to be put anywhere because we are in the present moment. So where we do identify is that this man is that he got fortitude. He can get what he needs to get done, right? If somebody's aspiring to do that, he's a communal person to say, hey, this is what it took to get it done. If I got wisdom to share with him, then of course I can say, but we don't do that anymore. Our community is separated. So that's what I'm saying. Black men don't really fuck with y'all. Black women, we know y'all don't really fuck with us. How do we get to that point where we're at least in a space where we can identify good people and bad people,
But
and
I
we can
think that the same
identify
way
what?
there's an ongoing conversation in regard to affirmative action is critical race theory. Critical race
Mhm.
theory is the conversation, and
Sure.
until people start adding into the diaspora of what America is, our struggle, critical race theory can't go away.
My thing is, does it need to? This is the
Mm-mm.
because the reason I ask does it need to is because let's be for real. If you look at the history of the planet, regardless of ethnic background, it was always in the most uncomfortable situations and conversations the biggest changes were made. No matter what ethnic background you're talking about, you can go back to the Vikings. It was always in the most critical and uncomfortable situations that the biggest changes of the world were created.
Wow.
Most cases in the middle of war.
Yeah.
No,
correct.
That's heavy.
I just don't
So
want my
my
child in
question
school
would
learning
be,
about white guilt. Okay, I think it's racist. I have a white great grandparent, and I just don't like it.
Hold up.
And
What do
most
you
Americans that are black are mixed. So I feel like that's just unfair at the end of the day to blame our problems on another race. I don't like it because at the
what
end of the day, if you don't need affirmative action, like I didn't have affirmative action. I went to one of the top schools in the country. You feel me? Like all you got to do is be in the top 10%, 15% of your class, which ain't that hard to do, especially these days. So I mean, I don't know. Like I don't want my kid going to school to learn about how white people should be guilty. I want my kid to go to school and learn how to get this money, make these numbers, do what they got to do. Like we should get back to the basics of actual learning, like real learning life skills, stuff that's not teaching people to be held back and hate each other and be dwelling on the fact that this person is this color. Like I don't know. My experience growing up was different from a lot of y'all's. You feel me? Like my skin color played a big part of my growing up. I was treated very differently from people of my same color. So I know the dangers of critical race theory, and I just don't feel like it suits anybody. And public service announcement, Kwanzaa isn't real. It was invented in the mid-'60s by a kidnapper and a felon.
All right, I just really wanted to give you a chance to bring it out, girl. You just
That's all
brought
I
it
wanted
out.
to say, y'all. Y'all can take the rest of it.
All right, 1 second. Let me put you down for a second. All right, we just wanted to give you a chance to speak, get some of your thoughts and feelings out there. Thank God I'm the host and I keep it neutral. Ooh, thank God that I keep it neutral. All right, let's go. I know someone else wants to speak. Anyone else want to speak? Ooh, thank God
so
that keeps it neutral.
as far as Kwanzaa, you're absolutely right. But anybody that actually celebrates it, they should already know that.
Damn, you had to start with Kwanzaa? Damn,
No, but I was
gonna
just responding to what she said because she's absolutely right about that. At 100% right. But I feel like as far as critical race theory, if we can't teach the whole truth, then why are we teaching any of it? Because a lot of what's taught in schools is incomplete. So if we're not going to teach the whole truth, then we might as well not be teaching it at all. What does it benefit any of the children to know that Christopher Columbus discovered America? Like, what does it benefit? And it's, you can't, first, y'all know how I feel about Christopher Columbus, whatever. But if we're not going to tell the whole truth, then we shouldn't just be telling the parts that make us look good.
I totally agree. But the thing about critical race theory is they add a lot of spicy stuff that really ain't true. Like everything is racist and we're black people, we're held back and we need all these extra advantages. It's not true. That's not my situation. That's not true. Like,
but just because that's
it's a
not your
cultural
situation doesn't mean it isn't true completely, because there are documented cases.
Don't worry, I'm bringing more people up. I'm gonna do this slowly. It's
like
a method.
they don't want to
if I
talk
could.
about Tulsa. That's very okay. You don't want to talk about Tulsa, then we shouldn't be talking about anything if we're not
WM,
going
get
to
ready.
tell the
WM,
whole
got you.
truth.
I
And
agree.
that's
Let's just
my
talk
whole
about
stance on it.
real skills. Let's
All
just
right,
do real reading, writing, arithmetic, how to
The stuff that
the
matters.
core stuff. I agree. I totally agree with
stuff
that. We could
that
take all of
matters.
it out. I totally
Look
agree
at the
with you on
face.
that.
Look at the face.
All right,
So,
WM, brother.
so
We're gonna give him his
just a yes or no. I'm just curious. Are we agreeing to void history?
Oh, well worded. As I bring back up the conservative baddie.
When it comes to racism, and race
No.
and stuff like that,
No. The question was,
but we're talking specifically
are
about race
we
because she's talking
to
about.
avoid history because race
We would have to,
is a
because
part of
people want us to
history?
talk about stuff that does not matter. People don't want us to talk about actual historical events that happens. They don't want to see the beauty and the founding of this country. All they want to
So
see
no.
is racism. So
Really
yes, we
quick.
should just stop talking about history, period, because half the kids don't even know history anyway because they're too busy focusing on critical race theory.
So I'm going to focus just on your yes.
Yep,
If
let's
that's
just take
okay.
it all out.
If that's okay. I'm just going to focus. So when you say to, and you did mention Kwanzaa, and did anybody know that Paul Revere was a rapist as well?
Yes.
Paul Revere was
Remember,
also
remember,
a coward. We know
remember
that.
the
He was a
guy?
business
Remember the
lawyer.
guy? Two arms. Remember him? He was a, but that has nothing to do
You
with
mean like the
anything.
guys raping all the
That
kids in
has
Africa
nothing to
because
do
they
with
think it'll
anything.
take their AIDS
Hey,
away?
can you do me a favor? Let's go ahead and push these buttons now. Monologue.
Hold
Time
up.
for the monologue. Bow,
Hold up.
bow,
Hold
bow.
up.
Take them off. Bow, bow.
Hold up.
All
God.
right. So my thought to this is it doesn't make any sense to eradicate history as it suits and benefits you. The reason why is because the totality of history, not just black people, but we have indigenous people that are involved, not just indigenous people, but we have other whites involved, in their own indentured servanthood way. There are other people that were involved in the shaping and sculpting of this history. We have Jewish that were involved, and to eradicate and to say because of how you feel, it's now deemed racist. Yes, hits hurt. Yes, truth hurts. Embrace the entire truth so that again we can have conversation so that we don't have to relive it.
Also, just to add on to what you're saying, I feel like even when we think about our children, right? We have to understand that that's why I gave the analogy as far as the oil and the water. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that no matter how much you shake it up, the oil always comes up, and the oil being racism in this instance, right? Our job as parents is to, at some point, give the real to our children outside of a school setting. And that's so that they're equipped to be able to handle all of the different personalities in the world that they will encounter. Not might, they will. Especially the more they travel this world, they're going to go places where they need to be able to understand why they're getting the treatment they're getting, why they're getting the side eye they're getting, to be able to be on point. Because there's going to be times that they may be in a situation where that side eye that they are ignorant to because information wasn't given will cost them their life. We live in a wicked place, you know what I'm saying? And it's best to have them, because they're gonna outlive us, you know what I'm saying, God willing. When we're no longer here, they'll still be here. And they need to be able to maneuver in this world based on facts, not feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I say this because, man, look at us, at just us, right? Our reality right now may not, like, let's be for real. Like, if we winning, we winning, right? But we still have encountered situations that threaten our ability to win, because let's be for real, we are affected by the things we know and don't know. That's why I gave the example of Los Angeles, California, and gang culture. It doesn't matter that I don't know gang culture. If I go to a place where if I wear my hat a certain way, I can get killed. I'm still going to get killed for what I didn't know. And it's the same exact thing when you're dealing with race, because, again, there are people who from 100 years ago who had a mindset that said, I don't rock with no blacks. There are people who pass down more than just stories. They pass down ideals to generations of this age, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I think our children need to have a foot in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And truth is the only way for them to have that. Now, I'm not saying bash it into the point where it alters their ability to be able to coincide, coexist, co-create with another ethnic group, because, bro, some of my closest friends are white men. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest people that I know, like multi-millionaire men, are white men. You know what I'm saying? The difference was when I met them, we didn't meet and see color. We saw grind, we saw ambition, and we saw money. You know what I'm saying? Period. So and another thing too, racism, if you really want to be technical, is a poor person's problem. Why? Because the higher you go up economically, the less these people, a black billionaire and a white billionaire, only see a billionaire. They don't see a color billionaire. That's real. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's a slippery slope.
I don't think that, man.
That I kind of disagree with you.
Don't think that, because what the old boy say when he seen his girl with Magic Johnson? He said, "What you over there doing with that nigga?" And Magic got money just like this man got money. Don't
at
get
the
it
end of the
twisted.
day,
It's
and I'm
less
not
likely. It's less likely, but it's still a thing. You know what I'm
Wasn't
saying?
that
Because
man
your
like
money
90?
can buy you out of certain situations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was at the age where
so
you knew his parents owned people.
All right. Whoa. We
Can
got
I?
another visitor. We got a
And
new
he was
guest.
sleeping
Hold
with a
up. We
black
got to
woman.
intro somebody. Wait, we got an introduction to do. I don't see his video, but I see his name there. We just gonna see. We're gonna add him on, see what's going on. Yo. Cheer. Yeah.
Shit. You already know, late day in the Bronx. On my way back, about 15, 20 minutes from the crib.
Hess man, the best man, hit you in your chest. Damn.
You know I was tuned in. You know I stay tuned in and shit.
My bro Hess.
You already know my
Come
nigga.
on,
Show
man.
off, nigga.
Come on,
About
man.
Show off.
Come on, man. Hey, matter of fact, yo, in honor of my bro, hold on, man.
I need to be at your next battle, nigga. I need to be the nigga hyping you up, nigga.
You're gonna keep
I'm
a
gonna go
real
crazier. I'm
regular
gonna go
over here,
crazier
man.
than Gwitty out this motherfucker. You heard? It's nasty. It's nasty.
Eat 'em.
While we talking about teaching about racism, do we think we need to teach our kids also that the most danger that they're in are from their own people?
No, because that's not the
Why?
truth. Because that's not the truth.
How is that not true?
Hold
How
up.
many
Damn,
how many
hold up.
white people do you know have killed people that you know that are black versus how many black people you know that have got killed by other black people?
Oh my goodness. Damn. I mean, I would bring up the numbers and all that cool stuff, but like you could just look at history itself if you want to find out who's been killing the most of the most. But I gotta stay neutral. But my guy done busted out the road for Hess, man.
Come on,
The
man.
best
Honor
man.
my bro
Hit you
Hess,
in your
man.
chest. Damn, don't worry. I'm bringing you back up. I'm bringing you back up.
Indubitably so.
Indubitably.
Indubitably so, bro.
That's Hess, Mr. Indubitably. You hear me?
You know,
Bring
as you
everybody
should,
back up.
indubitably
Open
so.
fan.
nigga. Some say as you should. I just say indubitably so.
You know what I mean?
So
we the exquisite esquires.
Conservative, I don't 100% disagree
We the
with you, but I
exquisite
don't
esquires.
100% agree with you. You right in a certain aspect because niggas do nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But we can't act like there's not a portion to that. You know what I mean? Like I'll put it like this because I don't know what type of field y'all work in, but when you work in corporate, like I worked in corporate, and I've experienced certain different levels of racism, not as much because it's a little bit more blended. But now I'm in a different field, and I tell you this right now. Like one of my mans, I'm mad cool with this dude, right? We done hung out. I mean, got a beer and everything. So two of the dudes in my class I'm the coolest with. One day I was out drinking with them. They told me straight up, like, yo, these motherfuckers is racist, bro. They had no idea and shit. And I was like, yeah. But I mean, like they like, yo, I kind of feel bad, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, it is what it is. I had an altercation with some dude. He asked me to do something. I was doing something for the general foreman. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. And then my man leaned over to me, was like, yo, you know, your job is to do this, like talking real crazy to me. And I was like, yeah, I know my job. Lo and behold, I'll put it like this, man. I've been out of work for a minute, man. So I'm on unemployment right now. And every job they give me one job for like 2 weeks, but they ain't putting me on an assignment. You know why? Because these niggas is racist. I didn't bow and do what they expect me to do and shit. So they're like, oh man, he talked back to this dude because essentially they had us doing slave work. They had us bringing large, heavy bottles of acetylene up and down the stairs when we could have used like a lift or something. The lift broke. They was like, yo, bring it up the stairs. I even talked to people about it. It was like, yo, that's crazy. I was like, yeah. Me and another black dude. Only two black dudes. It was like 3 other guys, but they were like we were the only 2 apprentices that were black. They had a white kid. This is his first job, his first year. They set him up with a journeyman, had him living lovely, doing no manual labor. Somebody else, 2 other guys, no manual labor. What the niggas doing? All the manual labor. You know what I'm saying? I'm a second year. I got seniority over this dude. You know what I mean? The other kid, this is he going into his second year. What we doing? Manual labor nigga shit. So it depends on what field you in. Don't ever think, you know what I mean, that shit is gonna go away, man. And sometimes I think that, you know, a lot of people think this critical race theory is something that it's not. You know what I mean? First of all, they don't even teach it in school the way that people think they teach it. They're like, oh, they're going to teach it to the kindergartners and this and this. It's not about white guilt. It's about making sure this shit don't happen again. Remember, these niggas is in large numbers. They 65, 66% of the population. What are we, 13? If them niggas tomorrow say, yo, let's get the slavery shit popping again, nigga, what the fuck we gonna do to really stop that shit? If all of them in their heart felt like, yo, let's get this shit popping, you know? We ain't got enough guns for these
No, the
niggas. They got all the
motherfucking
guns. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question, conservative?
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself a person of color?
I'm black, but I don't consider myself to be African American.
Well, I don't consider myself African American either. But the reason why I asked that question is because as a person of color, especially as a mom with a child, and I believe you said you had a son, right?
Yeah, he's half Puerto Rican.
Okay, so basically you have a black son who you're
I have a
sending
mixed
into the
son.
world with, okay,
I have a mixed
with
son.
no,
He's half Puerto Rican, but he looks Puerto Rican. He don't look black at all. So I
He
can't
don't
really say
look
he's
white.
black.
So in America, he not one of
They
them.
don't see him as they see him as a Puerto Rican. That's what they see him
the
as.
reason,
They don't
That's a
see
fact.
him as white. That's all that matters.
No. I've seen her son. He looks Puerto Rican.
He don't look black at all. He just looked like a regular Puerto Rican. Like my son is from the Jersey Shore. Like that's where I had him. That's where he grew up. You feel me? It's nothing but white people down there.
Puerto
It's
Ricans
some
is
Spanish
black.
and some
Puerto
black,
Ricans
and they
black.
all get along. Like so, I
okay,
can't.
Puerto Ricans
I
are
can't
black
really.
too,
The best
that's
experience I got was moving away and going to Texas for college because that really opened my eyes that everybody ain't racist. These people
I
are
understand
cool.
that everybody's
Puerto
not
Ricans
racist, but
don't
what I was
know.
going to
They're
ask
black.
is that do you feel like without critical race theory, your child who would be considered a person of color is going into the world prepared for the subversive racist attacks that come with being a person of color in America?
I feel like he'll be fine without critical race theory because I was fine without critical race theory and I did well for myself. And they didn't have that when we was growing up. Like I feel like we need to stop focusing so much on race as a country and really focus on more of the economy and stuff like that. Because really what it's doing is people are distracting people of color from black people, I should say, because there are a lot of people of color in this country, but they're generally very successful. And some of them come to this country with way less than we ever had. You feel me? So what would be the reasoning for that if everything is so racist? Why are a
They
lot
don't
of
have the
Asians the
same
most rich? Why are Asians the
Don't
richest population in the United States?
do that
Do
because
you
I
Indians
know
own
dated
that
almost
Asian women.
people
everything.
Can
that
I
come
answer
from
this
other
question real quick with a story?
Hold
She's
up.
not wrong for what she
Giving
said.
Mike got a chance to
Hold
tell
up.
a story.
Hold up, don't do that because I dated an Asian woman and her whole family. They know these niggas is racist and they all successful. And they'll tell
But
me
here's
they
the
tell you
thing,
they
though.
so.
Here's the thing. People that come from other countries, they know how
They're
to
from
use
another
the
country.
system.
They're not
No,
from
They
here.
know how to use
they
the
have
system.
solidarity. That's the
Yes,
difference.
and that's the
They
fact.
have
They all
solidarity.
lumped up together.
We're the only ones who fell for that flim flam saying that the person that looked like you is your enemy. We're the only ethnic group like that. And I understand that white on white crime happens, black on black crime happens, Asian on Asian crime happens, but not to the extent of us. Think about this. The majority of the homicides on U.S. soil, homicides are black people and we're the smallest percentage. Why is that?
Can I
Because we're taught to,
It's actually white people. White people are the largest homicide.
I know it.
No, you can't blame white people.
No, I'm saying
You
the
can't blame
largest
white people
homicide.
for that.
No, the largest homicides are white people, but by population, we have the largest homicides. Yeah, percent wise.
Right, but that's the thing. But if we're the smallest percentage, why would we have the largest mortality rate out of any ethnic group on a soil where we're the smallest percentage? And you can't blame white folks for that. The reason that I agree with what conservative is saying, real quick, hold on real quick. The reason I believe in what conservative is saying is for the same reason that I may not agree with everything Kanye said, but one thing he said that made a lot of sense. And I know this may seem like I'm backtracking on what I said. No, I still feel like it's necessary for all truths to be given to our children so that they can make the best maneuvering in this world. But I also understood what Kanye said when he said people are so stuck on reliving and revisiting the past that everybody else is excelling in the future and we're being left behind. We don't look toward we're like one of the only people that's so hurt over the things that not we went through, people that are in the ground went through, right? That we're not even focused on the future, which is why that's why I say when W said nobody's to blame, I didn't agree with that because it's our parents that were to blame. Anything that I lacked, if there's another person on the same soil, because we all have equality of opportunity now, not outcome, right? If there's somebody on the same soil as me and their children from the time they were born already had one up, you know what that tells me? That tells me that their parents did something that my parents didn't do, which was work now and look toward a future so that the saying goes, this generation plants the seeds so the next generation sit in the shade. We not planting seeds out here.
Just to clarify, I said it doesn't matter in the moment whose fault it is in this very moment, now that we know it is an existential problem and a state of emergency. Just to correct, make sure its context is given.
That's a fact.
You gotta ask yourself, who taught us how to kill and drill, man?
So if I can,
nah, but check this out.
A lack of education did.
It's deeper than that. Let's look at the music.
Here's the thing: if we
a lack of education, a lack of education taught us to kill each other. Why? Because there's only two forms of expression. There's verbal and physical. And when you're not smart enough to articulate yourself in a way to get your point across, you get frustrated and want to hurt somebody. That's the reason why.
We victims of systematic genocide. That's what it is. Systematic.
Yeah, it's not like we just woke up one day and said, let's kill each other.
So why the people back in the Jim Crow era wasn't killing each other like that? And they had
exactly.
We didn't wake up one day.
It was just a different funnel.
Back when we still called each other brother instead of nigga.
It was a different funnel. And when you institute in 1978, when they instituted two household parenting, you have to also HIV came into play, synthetic drugs came into play. A lot of these things were instituted in urban society.
Who chose to partake in those things?
Those that
my parents never did drugs.
Because nobody forced nobody to do a drug. They wasn't riding down the street.
So let
me
say this: when you deal with people that already have PTSD in existential circumstances, and that are so, for example, how do you feel like fentanyl got introduced here? How do you think that opioids got introduced here? We have to take all things into consideration.
We don't own no boats.
And I'm not going to sit here and right, Mike. So I'm not going to sit here and say.
Do you have to do it because it arrived?
No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you had athletes out here who also had issues. And I'm not saying that it's a fault. So that's what
it is a fault. They chose to do the drug.
Show off. Hear me out. When it comes to the systematic, and we don't know how history did because every person's choice is their own. Like Joe Montana might have broke his finger, got put on fentanyl. Somebody had a depression, got put on fentanyl. Somebody else had a broken kneecap, and that was the only drug that was available. So I'm not saying that you exclude the fault.
It's not a prescription drug, brother.
There is a part of that drug that is in prescription drugs.
Fentanyl is not prescription anywhere in America. Fentanyl is a major.
Oh boy! I have one thing to interject on that. It is me and my wife were just talking about this. The epidural that females get when they're giving birth has fentanyl in it. Has fentanyl in it. That's all I had to say. I'm going back down.
Yeah, because somebody was just a kid was in the hospital. They were talking. They were saying they give him some fentanyl, so he started freaking out. They were like, "Nah, it's not that type of fentanyl. It's like it's not that dosage." You know what I mean? But you got to think about it. Bro, there's reports of niggas dropping off guns in different hoods, bro. Like a crate of guns, like just dropping that shit off. Niggas said like, "Yo, when I was a kid, they just dropped off." And I'm like, bro, they didn't do that. They don't do that in white neighborhoods. I mean, they gave us all the tools of destruction to kill each other. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it. If you, like Sho said, education is poor, right? The income is poor. It's not a great place. Now you give motherfuckers guns and shit. You got crack going through there. Yeah, we had political leaders. We had, Stokely Carmichael. We had Chairman Fred, Martin, Malcolm. You know what I mean? But then they killed them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They kill all the black leaders. So why would I? You got to think the next generation coming up. It's like, damn, I don't want to be no black leader. I'm gonna get my hair blown off. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like every tool that we had to change our future, they got rid of it. You know what I mean? And they showed us, what is profitable. If you look at music, look at black music, right? R&B, that was the number one seller. Then what happened? You know what I mean? Rap came out. Yeah, rap, they had gangster elements in it, but guess what? Gangster got promoted way more than anything else. If a white artist right now was to come out with a song, a pop artist talking about busting niggas' heads and killing niggas and shit, killing white people, like, yeah, I'm going on an assault in Texas with my rifle. They get this nigga right the fuck off the radio. With us, that shit is normal. I could put on any 10 random rap songs and it's gonna be a nigga getting killed in that shit, yo. A woman being called a bitch or a hoe or a slut, some shit like that. I mean, like, yeah,
land
they
your
pop.
plane, brother. You gotta land your plane. Got to land your plane. Let's go, land your plane.
What I'm saying is, yeah, we could sit there and say like, yo, we gotta pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and white people this and this, yo. We ain't come from the same circumstances they came from. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is our responsibility, but if you know what I mean, if we gotta
If it was
be,
a race, they had a head start, right?
no,
True.
I mean,
They definitely got a head start.
I mean that, but then also it's kind of like at a certain point in time, like you act like not talking about it is going to make that shit go away. It's not, because you know why? If you don't teach in the school, them niggas is still teaching each other how to be racist. You know what I mean? Bro, I work with motherfuckers that's younger than me, and these niggas is still fucking racist. So where the fuck they learn that shit from?
Understood. We're gonna proceed here. Rashid, you got anything you wanted to say on this at all, real quick?
My whole point is this: if we can't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, we shouldn't be able to tell part of it. And I think that is a lot of the reason that people are pushing for critical race theory, because there's a lot of things that are being left out. What do they teach us in school? Martin Luther King. That's pretty much it. The things that I know is because
if I was to give y'all my take on MLK, y'all would hate me. I'm gonna just say that, but I'm gonna just let it go.
No, I
Y'all
wouldn't,
hate me.
because
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably
Oh,
we
no, you
probably
would.
got
Oh,
the same
no,
thought process
no,
on
no.
that.
Oh, no. But proceed. Go ahead.
But I think that if we're not going to be honest about and say exactly what it is, then we shouldn't be able to say part of what it is and leave out the parts that don't look so good. And that's just my whole point.
All right, all right, Show. I got you. I see you, bro. Show and WM. Let's go. I got both of
It's
y'all.
short. It's short. I promise. It's short.
Mine won't be shorter than yours. I promise.
All I
I'm gonna
want
put
to
some
say is
reverb
this,
on my
right?
shit.
Check this out. All I wanted to say is this right here, right? With I understood everything that Mike said, right? But with that mentality, the behaviors have never changed because none of us are being held accountable because it's always somebody else's fault. That's all I wanted to say. If it's always somebody else's fault, the behaviors have never changed because it's not our fault. It's somebody else's fault. At what point are we responsible for the decisions we make? I do battle rap. Nobody ever made me write a bar that I wrote. It was a choice, whether it was a positive or negative message. I chose to write it. It's my fault if somebody watches my battle and they're affected in a negative way. It's not the system's fault for me deciding to write material that my mind created, that if I never wrote it, it would never exist.
I understand your point. Yeah, I know Mike got a point.
Accountability is
I
key.
think that was you were doing good, brother, and then you just went off left again, bro.
No, he didn't. He didn't
I'm
go
just
off,
fucking with
man.
you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. But no, to his point though, he I didn't. Let me take the reverb off. He's actually right on in that aspect. Like for me, we just take what it is at face value. Do all the that's stupid. Do all these things exist? Do they all play a factor in why we are here where we are today? Yes.
Yes.
Where we are in the present though, and where the matters that exist, there's no fault on blame. We are where we are. If you are happy where you are, if you're not, let's do better. And the way to do better is to sit down and have a conversation about what's the next steps to do better. But you
Hey,
have to
Always
revisit the past.
Pause
You
has an
still
effect.
have to focus on something and have a foundation. And my past may not look like your past, so I have to build my past on a collective of two things. Because you know what I mean, we all have a history of all things considered.
I'm bringing everybody up because we approaching the damn.
3.5 hours.
Yo,
There
I
we
don't
go. We got a
know,
couple
but I
minutes
know
left.
I
I'm bringing
have
everybody
been
up.
face
I'm
to
bringing
face with
everybody up.
the OG
So
sandwich.
can I just say one thing in regards to the subject, and then I'm
Just
I gotta
no.
work in the
Well, one of
morning.
them had like two.
I appreciate everybody's stance. What I was saying before and didn't get to finish is basically that critical race theory has a lot more to do with what's called epigenetics, which is the passing down of trauma from generation to generation to where it becomes genetic,
Bless
more
you.
so than actual racism. And so the idea of the conversation is very important, and to take that conversation away starts us all the way back at zero, because all of the problems in regards to race aren't solved.
And they
Hey,
never will be.
well
Yo,
said.
show,
For
I
y'all,
completely
I
agree
don't
with
got
what
no
you
problem with
said.
race. The only
Hold up,
racism
hold
I
up,
ever
Megan.
experienced
I'm
is
gonna
from
let you.
black people.
I just
Then
want
you
to tell
really
them
I'm
I
shouldn't
just
have
agree
to
being
with
say
what you
honest.
said.
anything.
I'm just saying, like,
Yo, I got a
because
random
I feel we
question.
need to be
I got
held
a
accountable,
random
but
question.
I just that
All right, we're gonna
like
do
not
final.
teaching it no more is kind of, I don't know, that's just kind of wild. Like, it's kind of like
So it's
you don't
not
never
nothing
see
to
the
do
Jews
about
talk
white
about
guilt.
Now,
let's
They don't
not talk
teach
about the
white guilt.
Holocaust.
now, if I could,
Nah, it's
the
not
reason
white guilt, but Jews talk about the Holocaust
Look at
in
William.
Germany. They did
and
that
yo,
shit
and
though,
guess
right?
what? They
You know
also
what I'm saying?
But they
got
don't talk
reimbursed
about
for it
Nazi
too.
guilt.
Shit.
That part.
They
They
don't
got
Nah,
say
they don't
every
talk.
reimbursed for
every
their
There's no
German
such
should
thing
be
as
They
white
guilty.
got
guilt. They don't
reimbursed
say
for
you
their
have to be
pain.
guilty because you're
Yes,
white. That's
they
not part
did
of critical
handsomely.
race
Sure
theory. That's
did.
not
What
real,
the
They
yo.
still
fuck
benefiting
is?
from
Handsomely. And
their
still
pain.
getting
Wait,
reimbursed.
They're
what
still
the fuck
benefiting
is
from their
happening?
pain.
Still.
What about the poor white people who disenfranchised?
Who cares? This ain't a platform for them.
What the?
This is nothing left to do
Nah,
but
that's
win, baby. And we don't care about
damn
that.
right.
Yo, can I go off the rails
Yo,
real
Yo,
quick?
chaotic
Because
pulled
I'm
the
in two
trigger
He's so
places
fast
at
rude.
as
work
Fuck
hell.
right
them
He's
white
now,
so
right?
rude.
I'm
She
in two
not wrong
places
though.
I
at
mean,
work
you just
right
letting
now.
me look smarter to the viewers. I mean, that works for
huh?
me too.
Smarter. Oh my God.
Every
Hold up.
time you
Here we go. You have now challenged.
What?
You've now challenged me. How dare you awake the grime lord? Come here. Bring it out. What's up?
that just works for me and my channel, because what it is every time I get taken down is like it makes it seem, even if that's not the case, like you don't want me to finish what I'm saying. And since I have such a different view from a lot of people, I mean, honestly, it just works for me better. So Conservative Daddy TV on Rumble, Spotify, and YouTube. Also
Yeah.
Taylor Peach XO _ between the Taylor Peach and the XO on Twitter and Instagram and OnlyFans and Fansly. Holla at me. Fuck with me. You know what I mean? Let's get this money.
Hey, let's bring everybody up as we end the show. That was a good one. That was a good one. We still live though, but I'm a
Indubitably.
and
So
Yo, I got a question, man.
Salute my bro Hess.
I got a
You
question.
muted, Hus.
Hess, you
Was
gotta unmute
Kevin
yourself.
Samuels right? Are we gonna act? Are we gonna
Oh,
get?
I'm gonna
I
start
gotta
saying word to
I
Hess
gotta go
tacos,
snatch
you
my
heard?
robe
Oh,
for the day. I gotta go snatch my robe real quick for the day. Let me-
carry order.
That's
Can we
a
get this? Can we ask
talk.
about the Kevin Samuels question, man?
now
Oh,
I
the
want
Kevin Samuels.
tacos.
I have a thought on that.
Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Before that, what was you about to say about MLK? You say, yo, you don't want
Please
to
say
talk?
it.
No, we still alive, so I can't.
Yeah,
No,
nah,
I'll
that's
say it.
that's
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
it.
What's
that's
Nah,
the
we got a
I'm
MLK
back
making
chat
an
for a
problem?
mix
reason.
up.
a bad
We got a
cat
back
Because we
chat
recording
talk
for
right
a
about
reason.
who to take advice from.
We
He
got a
gonna
back
stay
chat
neutral.
for a reason. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And
Why?
I
that's
What
said
was your
Let's
enough.
issue
just
with
look
I
into
said
MLK?
enough.
MLK's past,
that
is
is
all I'm going to
my
say, since we
point.
want to know about the
What you
past.
saying is my
Chaotic
point.
ain't
What? Because he
low.
was
Just
cheating?
We
he take
gotta
Nobody
be
care.
very. We have to
He
be.
already cheated.
Peace
Oh
King.
no! Oh
And that's
no!
the right team too,
Absolutely not.
Hey,
King. That's
hey,
the
is that
right
hold
right?
on. I
If
team.
need
I
a
see
random
that,
question.
Absolutely
Yo,
not.
That's the
get this
right
nigga
team,
Hess
you
the
heard?
fuck out.
Absolutely not.
Look, Big Blue, you heard? The right.
Absolutely not.
let's go.
Nah,
We're
Yeah.
not doing that today.
I'm
We're not
drunk.
doing that
Listen,
today.
Ira gave me too much power. We ain't doing none of that giant shit
Yo,
over
you
Thank
look
here.
like
you.
he looked like Grover with
Thank
the
you.
damn.
None
We're
of that
not
giant
doing that
shit.
today.
None of that. I'm
We're not
bringing
doing
y'all
that
back
today.
up. Let's take that fucking robe off. Let's take that robe off. You ain't getting back
Tamara,
up
who
into
your
that
football
robe
team,
until
Tamara?
JETS,
take that
Jets,
Hey,
robe
Jets,
off.
Jets.
All right. right, all right.
Oh,
We
Hey,
bust
Hens,
y'all ass, man.
salute,
outta
you
here.
heard? That's the team, you heard?
Nah,
You
real talk.
already
I
know.
appreciate
Big
y'all,
Blue,
man.
baby.
I'm gonna end stream here. We can keep
Oh,
talking
he
about
got the. That you
ending.
see the